Look, all my life has been neglection, so now I pick up the pen and use it as a weapon. Yeah, you can see that I'm affected. People getting killed for nothing but obsession. You need to look at your reflection and decide who you are. Stop acting disconnected. Got mothers killing kids. People kill to live, but I be on the mic, speaking how I live. Every day I wake up, it's another person that's dead, and YouTube has to solve it because the law is failing kids. I'm disgusted at the evil in the end, and if you connect the dots, you'll see the vision in your head. Why do people die as victim to the streets? They wonder why I'm up all night and can't sleep. I'll be the voice for everyone who can't speak. L.E. failed Kylie, and now Sammy is free. AWP did a good deed, and y'all be talking all that shit while they just do it for free. 16 days for 35 minutes. Y'all try to throw them off and just want to play the victim. Reaching out to YouTube channels for clout. I wouldn't check it. TV if I went in your house. And NSF investigate, stay sending out the hate. Why you mad at Doug and Nick for finding Kylie in the lake? Make it make sense. You're a fake bitch. You were there for money and now you're mad over fake shit. And that's something I can't relate with. Zero emotion from the mom or the statements. All I seen was the devil in her eyes. Tony Dodge, you were fake. I can see it through your lies. God send me on your stream like the FBI. You been grooming little kids. I can see you holding sky. Take your mail calling Ronnie up on that line. Why you lie to the people and say you won't do it live? Santa Fe, yeah, you're looking at your sus. Got an arrow on the ground pointing towards Kylie's truck. And you want to come and up church. I think your butt hurt. You trying to blame the man for your dog but couldn't find the dirt. I guess that's what they mean by the trucky way. If you step foot in the town, you might die from foul play. And I don't know what to say, but I can feel it through my soul. She didn't drive in that lane. So y'all can try to go convince somebody else, cause I'm not falling for that shit. The autopsy really smells. See, let me explain what I'm talking about, man. Hey, you know what I'm talking about. The water in his lungs. You don't test for the weight of shit. I guess it is the trucky way. You gotta stop doing this. I mean, I really guess this is trucky way, man. Rodney needs justice. Shout out to AWP for being the only real ones in this situation. And that's sad. There's so many people that care. Life Gang family, I'm out.
What up, Squirrel Squad?
What up, guys?
Bro, so many discussions have been going on all weekend long. I'm lacking sleep.
God.
My sleeping pattern's out of whack. Talking to so many people. So many questions out there. Like every day brings like 10 more new questions. And nobody wants to answer. So we're going to start asking questions. I'm going to try to make it make sense.
Let's do this.
At first, I was like, I ain't gonna put no more new information out there. I'm not, you know what? I'm not gonna stop for Kylie Rodney. You guys cannot intimidate me. I'm tired of this nonsense. If you don't want to talk about Kylie Rodney, then go talk about something else on your own channels. We are here for Kylie and Kylie only. I love and I feel blessed for all the people that I have met along the way. Ryan Upchurch has come back to the scene. He has been reaching out to numerous people. I commend him for putting Kylie name out there, going back to his music and his focus and what's important to him. But he never gave up on Kylie. Like, he just wants this shit to make sense. It feels fake as hell to him. This shit feels like a psyop to me. But the shit is so deep, I think we need to start talking about it and talking about everybody that inserted themselves into the situation. If you don't want to talk about it, then go talk about something on your channel or your friend's channel. We are here for Kylie and Kylie only. If you don't agree with that, go. Bye. Let's get it.
Let's get it.
Thank you all for coming up here. Thank you to my chat.
Of course, of course.
Exactly, Brandy. That's why we're here. Exactly. Denali's up in here. Mama Moon's here. Blind Gypsy. Katie Bug Girl, I love you. I miss you.
Katie was in here with me first.
Michael. How you feeling, Michael? How that COVID got you? COVID getting people. Look, shit, y'all. Today, I asked my son, I was like, baby, go check the mail for mommy. I was like, I probably got a couple packages. He comes in like he's Santa Claus. And he's like, Mom, why do you got this many packages? I was like, beats me. Because look, I'm just waiting for my uplinks and stuff for my transmission so I could start working on my car. I got these packages from some weird ass Texas. And I was like, I didn't order this. So it had my name on it, and I saw the address it came from, popped that shit open. Bro, thank you to whoever from Texas or has links to Texas that sent me 16 COVID tests. I don't need them. I don't go enough places to have to test myself for COVID. And if I need tested for COVID, I'm going to go to MedExpress and get that done. No, thank you. I don't know what you sent me, but I don't want it.
Up my nose.
I don't want it. I know my address has been doxed out there, and that's fine. I don't want your COVID tests. You can keep that. I have no plans on getting COVID. That's all I'm going to say on that. Y'all trying to send me some viruses? Fuck that shit. I should send it. You know what? I'm going to return to sender. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. Return to sender. After I jot that address down. Did my audio fuck up? Y'all hear me? Put a one in chat. Oh, you can hear me. Okay. All right. So I'm going to roll through some videos that I personally. Oh, wait. Well, Army for Jesus dropped this morning. Girl, we don't get that. I've also been an avid watcher of Jules of All Trades. And like,
so have I.
I don't know what, girl, I don't know why I've never played any of her videos. Like, I don't know why I've never, like, this girl deserves to have all of the subscribers. Like, this girl talks real talk. Like, she don't, yeah. And then, like, the way she has questions on top of her opinion, like, I commend this girl for everything she does. Like, I know she's hard in the paint for the Idaho case and stuff like that. But I tell you what, she always comes back to Kylie Rodney. Anytime some little thing pops up out there, she's on it. She wants to talk about it. Jules is on fire, bro. She is. She is. On fire. And just, look, I want Jenny
done I don't right out.
Oh, she did. The purpose of my channel, okay, is to form a collective. It's not about sides. It's not about the drama shit. This is only about Kylie Rodney. I don't like addressing things on my channel. I don't like doing drama things. But when you look at Kylie Rodney's case and the negative people that surround it and what their intentions are, and you start to see like the same group of people that are all up in chat rooms and saying the shit that they do, you know what you can do for your channel? And it has been a blessing to me, is you click on their name and you can mute them or you can block them. You can choose who comes to your channel. And I choose to pick people. I don't care if their opinion doesn't align with mine. I want your opinion. I want you to engage me, to ask questions that I've never asked before. This isn't about who's a squirrel, who's a this, who's a that. No, it's, are you here for Kylie Rodney? At the end of it, are you here for Kylie Rodney? No? Okay, you got to go. I'm not doing this sides thing. Everybody that comes in my chat room, I see you everywhere I go. And I know that you go to places that I personally am not going to go to. Am I going to judge you for going and trying to gather all of the information or anybody talking about Kylie Rodney? Fuck no. Fuck no. I support everybody that is talking about Kylie. Keep her name out there. Keep asking questions. Keep basing your opinion. Keep using freedom of speech to keep her name out there. Because we all agree on the same thing. Something is not right with Kylie's case. The narratives don't make sense. The truths don't make sense. The lies don't make sense. Like, no matter which angle you come at Kylie's case, for everybody, we have the same one common thing. Something don't make sense. And all we've been trying to do is make sense of it, because the officials aren't doing anything about it. Law enforcement isn't putting anything out there about it. And the shit that they've put out there about it and put their little badge and stuff on it, it's suspect. And people can make fun of me for going in Google and going through maps and trying to come up with my own opinion. At least I'm forming opinion on something productive. Please go watch what you're doing with your time. Your time is valuable. Your mental health is so important. And that is why I only engage, or try to only engage, on something that's going to matter tomorrow or a month from now, that is actually influencing my life. Like, what I choose to do with Kylie Rodney is my business, and the people that come in my panel and my chat's business. And that's why we're just going to keep doing what we're doing. Like, you guys are literally trying to intimidate me to get me to stop talking about Kylie Rodney, and the actions in themselves are criminal. They are illegal. These people out here threatening to sue me, I want you to. Because you know, and I know, with all the data I've collected on Kylie Rodney's case and what y'all are doing around Kylie Rodney's case, it doesn't look good. If you want subpoenaed, try me. If you want interrogated, try me. The places that we're going, I want to talk about this on YouTube because I want to keep the awareness of Kylie Rodney out there. But the shit that we do behind the scenes, one, ain't nobody's business other than the people providing the information. And then what we do is we take that information and we make it make sense in an order that a lawyer, law enforcement, a DA, the FBI, the Department of Justice, the Department of Homeland Security will be like, holy shit. Let me look into that. Let me go ask that person some questions. And that's our goal here. You can intimidate me. You can slander me. You can slur me. You can do all these things. I'm not watching you. But I promise you, every video you put out, I don't care if you delete it off the internet. I have it. I have every derogatory thing you've ever said to me. I have every threat you've ever made to me. Fuck around and find out. I want you to. This ain't no high horse. I'm speaking from the most rational place in my heart that what you guys are doing against me, no, we ain't doing it no more. We're going to do this. We're going to focus
Everybody
on
needs
Kylie.
to stay in their lane.
Yeah, stay in your lane. Focus on what you're doing for yourself and for your future. Because right now, some of the things people are doing is actually criminal. And it's sad. It's sad that this is what we're resorting to. What I'm going to stay focused on is this right here. But I want to play. I for people that have not seen Army for Jesus video this morning, she takes the words right out of my mouth.
It was good.
I have never, and anybody can back this up. I have never, in Kylie Rodney's case, called anybody a murderer. Nobody. Not Sammy. Definitely not Megan Cole. Like, I literally have no reason to think Megan killed anybody. Why are you acting so guilty, Hunty? Like, stop. Knock it off. You're doing this shit to yourself. Like, you're literally doing this to yourself, and you can't stop doing it to yourself. But what I'm going to do, you inserted yourself into the Kylie Rodney case. If you inserted yourself to the point where people can't stop looking at you, I'm going to discuss that because it revolves around Kylie Rodney. If you don't want to talk about Kylie Rodney, don't. But I'm going to.
Okay, guys, we need to talk. All of us, for just a second.
Yep.
I typically try to make my videos short. I try to make them full of the information I have to give you, and I don't give you a whole lot else. Because I think a lot of it is just making you aware of what I've discovered. Whether or not it applies, I don't know. I really don't. I'm not accusing anyone of anything. If Megan's children are angry at me, they shouldn't be. They should be angry at her.
Yes.
I wouldn't even know who her children are if she hadn't put them out here on Facebook, guys.
Yes.
Or Facebook, sorry, YouTube.
Yes.
I mean, seriously, guys. I'm not doxing these children.
No.
They've been out there. She put them out there. I would have never looked at those children, ever. Everyone was looking at Sammy.
Okay, let me pause this. Okay, let's have this discussion because these are the discussions we need to have. Did anybody know who Megan Cole was until she inserted herself into the Kylie Rodney case? If you knew who Megan Cole...
Nope for $500.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Okay, and then, okay, like we need to have this Megan Cole discussion. We do. Did you know about Megan Cole's children before Megan Cole inserted their lives, their names, where they go to school, what they're going to school for? Had it not been for Megan?
Nope.
Would you have known the details? Okay. And this is why I want the FBI to ask her some questions. They should be. Okay. We didn't know about the Fight Boys or the details we do about Sammy Smith because she literally texted and called her and sat in her presence and had these discussions. Okay. Did we know about the artist lofts until Megan literally drove me in a 7-hour video that she gave me permission to record while she sat and doxed minors and what she's calling children, but they're grown legal adults. Okay. We're asking questions here, okay? Did anybody have these negative YouTube things happening to them? All this hate, all this division, all of this, whatever the fuck is going on right now, until Megan Cole came on the YouTube streets and caused, like, she is literally the dumpster, the flame, and everything that is created this dumpster fire. Like, she has literally doxed herself, her children, her father, her mother, Sammy, all of these kids that went to Prosser Party, her community, literally out here on YouTube. And she's going to say, I'm going to sue you. Bitch, sue me. I want you to. Because I want your local law enforcement to know this information you've been putting out there. Like, you inserted yourself into the Kylie Rodney case for 5 months and literally doxed people that we were like, I wonder who this is in this picture. Megan Cole's got the answer because she's the town fucking nebnose. Them are some real facts.
Yep.
And Megan, I can call you a nebnose. That's not slander. You literally inserted yourself into the case of a child that is now dead. On your own free will, asking people to let you up on their panels, okay? Just what, 3 or 4 days ago? She's telling people, if you come into my chat room, if you say her name, if you anything Kylie Rodney, I will ban you, okay? Then it's like, oh, ha, 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 I see somebody with a live with the name Kylie Rodney in it. Meanwhile, she comes in this chat room, sits for a half an hour, knowing damn well the person that she's suing is sitting in this chat room having a discussion about Kylie Rodney, and then feels obliged to insert herself yet again. Megan, everybody knows you said Kylie Rodney is dead. Move on. We are moving on. We're moving on to focusing on important things that happen to a child.
Message with that said, if I need to play it. Just saying.
And any of these people that are doing literal criminal activities, doing dirt for Megan, or these people that literally say that we're doing all of these negative things by no, the person that you're protecting is the bitch that literally doxed all of these people, and you want to blame everybody else so that you can look good, but under the guise, like, literally the shit that you do, that I have proof that you do, will put you in jail. Fuck around and find out. I have nothing to hide. I have been transparent with everybody from the jump. Look, I tell people I've been on Maury Povich. You want to get some shit on me? We probably not gonna. You go back to 1999. I was on Maury Povich. Go put that shit on online. Go ahead. I dare you. Go do something with your time.
I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry it upsets you so much. I'm sorry you feel the way you do. I'm genuinely sorry for Daisy, or I don't know his name's, like, what is it, like,
I feel bad for her kids.
Brady?
I do.
I don't know.
feel
I don't know
bad-
his name
bad.
really, but
Bad.
it doesn't really matter. I'm sorry for both of them
Mm-hmm.
because their mother is out here on these YouTube streets doing this.
Yes.
You know, she jumped into this case with both feet and will not go back out of this
Right?
case. Apparently. I mean, look, she's here to stay. She's got a YouTube channel and the whole thing, puts herself online every day or whatever. I don't know. Anyway, I didn't come here for drama. This is not personal. I don't know these people. I don't care. I'm not here for drama. They can have all the drama they want. I'm not getting involved in it. I don't care. I really don't. I'm here for justice for Kylie, and I'm here for nothing else. So if that's a problem, it's a problem. Sorry. I'm not here for it, and you're not going to distract me. You people don't mean anything to me. Not my subscribers, the people that are like
Doing
Megan and her
dumbass shit.
whatever they are. Whatever that is.
Whatever that is, literally.
Friends? I don't know what that is. I never quite seen anything like it before. But,
Me either. Look, I gotta pause that. Look,
uh,
I have never in my life seen a group of grown-ass adults that literally do what they do. And then literally and ironically cry wolf, y'all.
No pun intended.
Yeah.
right? What they say about me. Say what you want about me. It don't matter to me. Dox me. I don't have anything to hide.
Please dox me. My
Do what
shit's
you
all
wanna
out
do.
there. My background report's out
I
there.
don't have anything to hide. I make mistakes all the time. We all make mistakes all the time.
Yep.
Have I done things in my life I'm ashamed of? I'm sure I have. I mean, I have. I'm sure. I of course, we all have. Like, but like, is there something I have to hide?
One time, I was so upset with my mom that I literally went out on a patio and we had like these like that fake like astroturf carpet looking shit. It looks like grass, but it ain't grass.
Yeah.
Look, I shitted just to piss her off. I pooped right on that. Look, I'm not afraid to admit who I am and what I've done and my sin or whatever we're calling it. Like, if you want information on me, I keep giving you information. I told you about Shan Mods. I'm not ashamed of my business falling apart. I'm not ashamed of anything I've ever done in my life. Anything that I have felt shame for, I've made right with God and in my actions as the human I am living as today.
Hide from y'all? No. There's nothing. But my personal life isn't why I'm here. If you guys want to know that, I mean,
literally, if y'all want to know about me, ask. I'll tell you.
I have nothing to hide. But like, I'm not going to be intimidated by you people. I will not.
Nope.
I'm not at all. And I don't care. But what I will do is continue to look into this case and try to find the truth. I'm sorry if feelings get hurt on the way, but I'm not here to be your friend, Megan. I'm here to find the truth. And if you didn't want to be involved and taking the hits and your family taking the hits because you threw them out there, then, or licks or whatever you said, I don't know, whatever, then why are you mad at everybody for talking about your children and this party and what possible involvement you might have?
I'm not going to listen to the rest of it because, like, at this point, I'm already over what other people do. Like, I'm so focused on Kylie, like I don't even like. I've watched her video. I commented. If you guys want to see the comments I left, go right ahead. This is Army for Jesus. Please go subscribe to her. She's an incredible content creator. Yes, she makes mistakes. Yes, she is human. Yes, she has questions. Yes, she's just trying to do the same shit that we're doing. And I support that. You know, I support that. 100% fucking support that. Please go subscribe to her. Check her out. Like she does. She comes packing fucking content. And the same with this next person. Like, I know most people here know of Jules. Jules is incredible, dude. She has the raddest fucking hair ever. Look, I love watching her sit at the park with her kids, and she just goes on some true crime journey. You know, I fuck with people like this. I fuck with people like Lala and Upchurch and Larissa Slaughter, Crane Kicks, like all of you people, Caleb, like all of you people I fuck heavy with because you guys are free thinkers. Let's get this shit.
Hey guys, I am at the park with the kids. You can probably hear them in the background. I homeschool, so in the middle of the day, I clock out of work and then we try to go do something.
Get it, girl. You get it.
Assignments, but I have been wanting to do an update on Kylie Rodney for my channel,
Mad respect,
even though
honey.
you know all the news is already out there. But
Yeah,
I just have some things to say. Okay, I have some things to say, especially with this Megan lady popping back up out of nowhere. I don't know why all of a sudden her video calls from It Could Mel show are being like recirculated. I mean, I'm kind of glad they are because a lot of the stuff that she's saying, to be honest, doesn't make any sense. this woman speaks in circles, and it's extremely difficult for her to finish one complete sentence without skipping into 5 different subjects before finishing the sentence. So I'm going to say that. She popped up on a girl's live. Believe her name is Michelle. I'll have the link to her YouTube channel down here. The main thing that I got from this Megan woman coming up on Michelle's channel is that she's a nosy body looky loo who purposely puts herself in everyone's business, no matter if she actually knows the family and the kids or anything else. She feels the need to insert herself and know everyone's drama. And if you feel like dealing with hours of listening to her salad vomit that just doesn't make sense coming out of her mouth, feel free to go and listen to it.
We do.
But she literally mentions and compares the Kylie case and the way that kids would have reacted to calling 911 or leaving her there to a million other situations that apparently happened in that town.
Okay. I got to pause this right here because she makes me, like, this is why I watch her, because she makes me come up with questions on a question she's asking. Okay. And the fact of the matter is Megan, yet again, inserted into the narrative like 3 times, 3 different panels about these kids, and the way that she says it, don't verbatim, don't quote me, is pretty much she showed up to the Fight Boys accident, and the way that she says, I was the first to show up again, I'm sorry. Those are the words you used. And we look at them. You have inserted so many sentences and so many different things that, I'm sorry, you inserted yourself, and I want to break them down and make them make sense. You clearly don't want to answer any questions that we have, and you come off on threats. But literally, she tells you the story about how 2 boys had a car accident, and the first thing they did was call 911. I'm sorry, but if you're at a party and your friend, because y'all are so close and hang out with each other, okay, if your friend was sober enough at 11 o'clock to be sitting in a car, there was a group, remember Sammy said that she didn't say just me and Kylie, like it sounded like there was like 4 or 5 people in this car charging their phones and making sure that Kylie's texting and telling her mom like she's gonna be a little bit late. And in that moment, y'all decided that Kylie Rodney was sober enough to drive you, Sammy, home. Okay. And what I'm trying to figure out is how, in a time frame of 11 o'clock that you children stated for the record, how from 11 o'clock to 11:30, 12 of her last sighting of her falling in a hole because she was drunk and inebriated, did you guys decide, one, to not, I mean, there is rumor of somebody taking her phone and her keys. How did she wind up in that lake then? And why, or did you call 911? Because there's an emergency. Like, you literally are stating that your friend went from 11 o'clock sober to 11:30, 12 o'clock, completely inebriated, falling in a hole, of which in that time frame, a fight happened. And Sammy Smith makes sure to tell us in that time frame that everybody was sure of who won that night. Okay.
But you also have to remember that she went from that time frame to that drunk to then no alcohol in her system.
Yeah. Yes.
Don't forget that part.
100%.
Yeah. Anybody wants to chime in? Go ahead. Like, I don't want to be being the only person.
No, you're good.
Like
You're good. I'm just listening.
I just want to chit chat about things. I want to raise questions. I want to chit chat about things like we do in our Discord. Ooh. Why does it say okay, now she is. Ooh. What you want to talk about, girl? Look at this panel right now. This panel is beautiful. I want it to keep growing. If you guys have any questions, I'm going to just keep playing this. Like, I know we all have lots of questions. And I think we get so many questions rambled in our head that, like, we can't even pick one to throw out there until somebody's triggers something that we ask a question. Questions on questions on questions. So many we can't. So many questions. If you have questions in chat, please throw your question down in chat and I will put it up on screen and I will read that shit out loud. If you could ask one question in the Kylie Rodney case, what would you ask?
That she personally inserted herself into and just knows all the details about. I don't trust people like that at all. And I found it really interesting that this woman was like so confident in her damn self to say something as brass as she said. And from the comments, I'm not thinking that very many people caught it. Now I'm at the park, so I don't have my notes, but I have the timestamp for when this Megan woman clearly states she is aware.
Go ahead, y'all. I'll let you write that timestamp down. The video's still out there. Go check that out. Because I'm in the process.
Video's not out there though.
No, that's the thing. It's like it's kind of weird that somebody got to the person that made this video and they clipped some weird shit out. And it's weird because shit really don't make sense when you take the word salad and then you start picking stuff out of it. And like it just don't taste right. It's like we're swallowing it whole, you know? I know somebody else that swallows salad whole, and I just can't do that. I like to chew my food. I really like to chew it, you know?
So we did have a question in the chat about
What happened to Kylie? Yes.
who drove Sammy home.
Yeah. And that's the question. There's so many people that have been thrown out there at this point. Like, who literally drove Sammy home? Because
I heard
Mhm.
that it was not this Connor kid.
that's the thing. Is like she threw Connor out there, then she threw a name Anderson out there, and then now there's people literally that are close to her saying that she's entrusting in them that Mags drove her home. So which one is it, Megan? Which one is it,
I
law
heard it
enforcement?
was-
Which
I heard
one
it was
is
Mags.
it, FBI? Yeah, like that's the thing. It's like you literally have all of this information out there, word salad vomit from one person, and you're telling me the FBI hasn't knocked at her door and been like, ma'am, we got some questions for you. All while making such a ruckus on YouTube that literally people are being slandered and doxxed and intimidated and shit, like the shit that no, dude, like that's not, like, you're making yourself look guilty. And I feel so bad for your children. I literally do. Thank God that her daughter's coming home.
Aware of what was in Kylie's system.
Bing.
Then she proceeds to state that it was coke. Then she proceeds to further make herself look even worse by stating she knows the person in which Kylie did coke with. And so she knows the
Didn't
timing
she?
in which Kylie...
Didn't she? Didn't she tell everybody that she did cocaine that day around, what was it, like 2 p.m.? She was like giving timestamps and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And who told her
which
that?
would go, and she, well, right, but let's piece that together, guys. So if she did cocaine at 2 p.m. during the day, who said they were with her at 2 p.m. making creme brulee? So then that's the same person that we heard came and picked up Sam. So if you heard from that person that she did coke, I mean, it just kind of goes together, right? It's kind of like listening to like a narcissist like lie. I'm not calling her a narcissist. I'm just saying in general that it's kind of like listening to it. There's like bits and pieces of the truth that are in there. You just got to pick them apart.
5% truth.
I do have to say, Katie Bug has it. She says, so who took the keys? So if they took her keys, how did they get them back? Why didn't somebody follow her off or follow her driving off? And why are we looking for a keychain? Like, yeah, make all that make sense.
Yes,
Because
and that,
at first
like,
somebody fought her and took the keychain and snatched it and broke the keychain. So then somebody had the keys. So then how did she get the keys back? Who gave her the fucking keys back if she was that drunk?
Yeah.
And then she drove in there, but then we're still looking for the keychain?
But that's the thing, honey, is that let's rewind that back a little bit more. Also, in this narrative, supposedly one of the fight boys, and the angle she describes, and I do have the audio recording, and I will give it to the FBI. She states that, okay, Kylie's parked here. Let's do it this way, okay? They're parked at such an angle, front bumper to back bumper, that Kylie, how does she know these details, number one? Like, I just want to know if she's making it all up. And okay, be ashamed that you made it all up. You know what I mean? Like, but the thing that is, okay. First, we have people that took Kylie's keys. So how did she wind up in the water? Then we have somebody
Then
that
why are
parked.
we looking for the keys if she ended up driving in the water? That's the
Yeah.
part that doesn't make sense.
But what I'm saying, and this is why Jules always makes me like just think about that fucking camera footage and just all kinds of shit. Like, you all make me think, and I love it. I love it. I love thinking. It hurts, but I love it. It hurts. It really does. Some nights with all y'all, like, if it wasn't for you guys, I don't think like I would have the stamina, like, mentally. This shit's draining. Like, and I'm literally doing this myself for Kylie. Okay, so let's get back on the whole keys and the whole thing there. Okay, at 11 o'clock, you guys are saying she's sober. She's sober enough that, yeah, we're gonna get a ride home from her. Okay, then from that time frame, who snatched her keys? How does she wind back up in her car? Okay, and literally, if based upon one theory, if she kicked it into neutral, that's not in the place that you're saying it is. Like, I think that's the word salad part of it. Like, that's the distraction part of it. Okay, so let's just remove the whole kicking it into neutral, because with the way Evan's car or Isaac's car is parked next to her, she couldn't have kicked it into any gear. So let's debunk that. Kylie could not have been crawling from her front seat of her car to the back of her car to take a sleepy and miss a car and all them trees and all them bushes and not have any frontal damage to her car to wind up in Prosser Lake. Debunked. Okay. So we'll go back to the keys. Who took her keys? How'd she get them back? Why is there mention of some weird dude at this party? The description of him sound an awful lot like Tony Dodge the more that I listen to it. I'm sorry. I'm just going to start stating my opinion and what the description sounds like. I don't know these older, weird, creepy dudes that showed up at this party and hit in his locations and what he's doing and how he got an interview with Sammy of all people. Like, that shit don't make sense either. But let's stay focused, squirrels, on the keys. Okay. Who did Kylie get her keys back from? Okay. Let's just scratch that. Nobody took Kylie's keys. Okay. How did Kylie go from sober to falling in a hole and nobody stopped her from driving? You all knew. Listen, Sammy Smith, you knew she was fucked up enough that you didn't want to go with her. And you left her there. Knowing the same ride. It doesn't matter if it was Connor or Anderson or Mags or who it was that drove your ass home. Why did you guys not take Kylie home? Knowing damn well she or somebody else text her mother that she was going to be home late. She was coming home. She should have got home, but she didn't. And now you all are suspect until it can be proven that you're not. And you can thank Megan Cole for that. Thank you. I thank you. I thank you that you word salad all the place. Girl, I'll listen to your dumbass for 8 go on to figure out the 8 minutes of, like, the truth that you accidentally fruity and slip on your entire community, like you tell on people. And I love that you tell on people. Please.
Okay, so listen to this comment.
Mhm.
It says, because somebody still didn't give me the access. But anyways, maybe Sam took keys and car and drove herself home. And that's why Kylie called soon as she left the party.
Oh, wait, say that again?
Maybe Sam took the keys and the car and drove herself home. And that's why Kylie called her soon after Sam left the party.
Yeah, why'd you leave me there?
Said, where are you?
I mean, it could be like, this is listen, this is a conspiracy theory. This is my opinion, okay? Who's to say that Sammy, being a bitch she is, I'm sorry, took Kylie's car and drove herself home, and that's the tragic accident, and she wrecked her car on the way home because she wasn't as sober as she thought she was.
Say that again. Sorry.
I said, who's to say that, and this isn't allegations. This is, I want to know.
Speculation.
Like, could it be possible? And if it can't be possible, explain to me how Kylie got in the lake. That's all I want to know, is how Kylie got in that lake, because she did not drive herself drunkenly or whatever. You guys said from the jump that she's such a good girl, that she's graduating school early, that she's going to college. Like, I truly believe that Kylie had her shit together. Enough so, she was y'all's designated driver. And then you guys turn around and painted her in such a narrative that is disgusting to me, that you could do that to somebody that's dead at this point. Who, like, if Sammy, we'll just say, did take her keys and did take her car. I don't know. Maybe she's going to get 2 gallons of gas. Who the fuck knows? Took her car and on the way home, wrecked her car and was more worried about wrecking the car than she was about leaving Kylie Rodney behind. I don't know. That's just something to think about, you know?
Especially when Sam said, she slipped and said, I'm driving. I mean, I was in the passenger seat.
Yes.
Being driven. Yeah.
I'm being driven.
Yeah. And that's the thing that really pisses me off about this story is, like, in the same breath, it's literally in the same sentence. Like, there isn't even a break between the bullshit. Like, you literally insert 2 narratives at the same fucking time just to confuse the story. And it's sickening to know what you guys are doing. Like, and this is why it feels like a psyop, because we literally have to debunk all the dumb bullshit over and over and over and over again till we get to that little 5% of truth. And that 5% of truth.
Stout shit.
Oh, Letitia, dude. I'm glad that lady's done.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, she is.
But that's how the law should be.
For one thing, and I'll leave this alone. But when that baby's dad said, you should get a year for every mile you drove my son from Colorado to Florida.
I didn't get to watch all that.
And then, God. And then he said, and then you get a year for every year you took off of my son's life. The average male lives to be 70. And then you get another year for every year that you took off of your daughter's life for the first 21 years. I was like, oh, he said, and I don't want your restitution. Your $1.50 a month isn't going to do crap for me. Wow. He was like, please keep it. He said, the only thing I ask you to do is leave my last name off of your name. He said, because you're a disgrace. I was like, oh, like,
damn, dude, mic drop. He has every right to say how he feels. Look what she did to his son.
One of the most gut-wrenching, like,
yep.
Oh my God. It was impact statement I have ever heard.
Yeah. I love closing statements when somebody's convicted, because hearing what the family and people that actually love these people, hearing how they feel is just, I have goosebumps still, dude. Like, I still have goosebumps.
Yeah. Anyways, we'll talk about that another day, but that's just.
But these are topics, like, and that's what I want everybody to know. I'm not going to leave Kylie Rodney. Like, Kylie Rodney, I'm not going to stop talking about her, but I want to start talking about, me and Lala follow. So I know everybody here follows so many different cases.
Mm-hmm.
And if there is a case that is in court or needs people to sleuth, like, please let us know. We will do it. Like, definitely. Lala has her own personal case that rings true to her. I have my own friends, murder, death, suicide, whatever we're calling it, that I've been looking into because it doesn't make any sense for me.
Right.
Like, there's other things I want to talk about, but I'm not going to stop on Kylie Rodney. And I don't care what it looks like to anybody else at all. This is why I commend people like Jules of all trades. Like, literally, how people can have their channel set up to where they're talking about various things that are happening in the true crime community, you know? And that's what I want to do. It's just, I have so many sleepless nights, and it's not because of Kylie Rodney. It's because of what people did to make Kylie Rodney's death look the way it does.
Mm-hmm.
And when you put it under a microscope and you lift the veil and you tear away at all the bullshit, the sense that it's starting to make, it doesn't look good.
No.
And the statement that her own mother said is, we're not here trying to get anybody, it's not like we're trying to bust anybody else or get anybody else in trouble. That makes me ask questions as her mother. Why she would protect people that promoted, this is not slander, they promoted to the death of a minor.
Yep.
Somebody supplied her. Yes, somebody supplied her with that cocaine that day. Somebody supplied her with the marijuana she was smoking that day, because she's not licensed to even go get that. And somebody promoted to the alcohol that's supposedly in her system. And the fact that we're granting immunity, anonymity, whatever the fuck we're calling it, makes me nauseous. That people can promote to the death of a minor and a town is like, oh, nothing to see here. It's the region. It's time to move on. No, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. You guys have too many weird looking ass deaths under your belt. And I am thankful that before coming into Kylie Rodney's case, that I got to watch a documentary such as Everyone Counts to kind of give me an idea of the corruption on the level that it happens, that people will work together or scratch each other's back or do what they do to make an autopsy look the way that it does, all in turn while using whiteout on an official medical document, knowing full well that it's null and void the second that you produce that. So, like, looking at Kylie's autopsy, it's null and void to me. That's not the information that I want. What I want is to see the facts. I don't know, maybe the surveillance footage of this image that you guys keep saying is going to do this and that. No, you guys, you are impeding a case. Do you ever think maybe the FBI is not looking into this because, like, you're the problem? And I hope they are. Because there's a lot. Yep.
We have a panel virgin in the back ready to get up.
Oh, I see it. Let's get it. Yeah. I'm sorry, I didn't see that. What up, girl? What you doing?
I'm going to try to hold on this time and not slide off.
You got that seat? You got it?
It's slippery.
I got both hands on the seat.
I used to do it when I first came up.
Yep. Dude, sometimes when I'm so pumped up to do a live, like, I will literally start sweating. And it's not because I'm anxious or nervous or whatever. It's just, I know this shit is heavy. And I know that it makes people nervous. And I know there's things that people want to tiptoe around because they're afraid of what these corrupt people are able to do. Like, I mean, they presented us with Megan Cole. Okay. Like, that is a psyop in itself. And all I'm trying to do is get information out of it. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make it make sense. And that's the thing, Aaron Gobla. Like, then we talk about, like, tapping things, okay? Like, they've insinuated that Sammy Smith was undercover, or whatever the hell it is, that she was tapped. And then they put out there that, like, the FBI tapped the trailer. Like, I am certain and without a doubt believe that the FBI, that there are good law enforcement. Like, I back the blue. I back our government. But I also know that there is corruption in our government and in our system that doesn't belong there. It does not belong there.
Yes.
And we as citizens should be able to speak out on that and demand better and expect better, especially for our children. Our children. Like, at this point, it's our children. Kylie Rodney, Trinity Backus, Dante De La Torre. I'm still iffy about that one name that I keep throwing out there because that don't make no sense either. You know, and then you got Amy Morris. You got Michael Shane Youngers. Like, the autopsies in themselves don't make sense. Like, they're very, the whiteout is the problem.
Such a huge problem.
Yeah, and then the cause of death that they're calling on these autopsies that don't match the actual evidence, it's concerning. It really truly is concerning that they can just write these people off. Like, these are people. This is lives here.
They're human beings.
Yes, they're humans that you're literally writing off in the name of money. And it's terrible. I'm sorry. It's terrible. And I'm sorry, but yes, behind the scenes, we do see. It's not often that we talk about the money that gets funneled into Truckee. We are aware. We are aware that it's a tight-knit community. We are aware. We know where your funding comes from. We know the donations. We see it.
We see things.
Mm-hmm. No, I don't, Ara. What's that about? Anybody know about the Bass family from Fort Worth? No, I don't. Yeah, exactly. It's like, I'm going to go through some comments in chat. Yeah, Trinity's is done by the same person. And that autopsy, when you start piecing it together and how her scent disappeared at the edge of her sidewalk, and then she goes missing for 2 days. The cadaver dogs can't pick up her scent, and then this poor little girl, and the manner that she's left, it sounds like she was sexually assaulted.
Yes, it does.
And left
Yes,
for
it
dead.
does.
Like, she has no wounds on the bottom of her feet that all these people that are saying she was tripping balls, y'all, and running down the street, booking it. Well, why did her DNA stop? And then why did it wind up somewhere else? Like, if she's running down the road, running through these thickets, did you hear the chainsaws that they were using to cut through this to get her? Where are those wounds on the bottom of her feet to provide proof that y'all ruled it? She died of hypothermia. That's what you came up with. It's heartbreaking. And then you have Kylie's case, okay, where I really hope that they did forensic DNA and that this allegation that there was a male in the car with her, that their DNA has been sought. Like, at this point, we'll just throw another theory in there that if we think that's Nate C that supplied her with the drugs and, I don't know, did something to her, then put that information out there. But I don't think it was Nate Kabakugan that was in Kylie's car that night, if there was somebody in Kylie's car. And if there was, it could have been more than one person. Like, we look at so many cases and like the forensics that they do, like the GPS data points and like the minuscule information that you guys are putting out there for us, like the last known photo of Kylie at 6 p.m. before she goes to this party. And when you look at the evidence that they're like, yeah, this is how it's going to make sense, guys, just go along with it. It doesn't make a lick of sense. It doesn't. I know there's some people that are on the side that that's Kylie. And then there's people that think that it isn't Kylie. I personally don't think it's Kylie. It don't look nothing like her. And that big ass tattoo, you know, that's a big part of it. The facial features, the hair, you know, the way it's all choppy looking. The facial features, the body structure, the shoes she's wearing, the pants she's wearing, the shirt she's wearing, the broad shoulders. Did I say the tattoo?
Yeah.
And we're all arguing over where this last photo was taken, when simply, in most cases, law enforcement or the FBI would release that footage just like they did with Debbie Collier. Anybody?
Yeah, you don't just find in most cases that they're going to release just one little snippet of a whole video because they want you to know, and they'll tell you where it was because they want you to know where the person was so you can be looking around that area.
Okay, the first time that I saw that picture, you know what? You want to know what gave me pause on it? It's not who's in it and what background in it. It's the way that the officials put that big long black cover up on it to cover up the steps that not Kylie is stepping on. And you have people out there arguing with me. Those are steps in that picture. Steps. She's not outside, so it can't be the steps at Hirschdale. Cannot be the steps at Hirschdale. There's so many lies that were presented to us, but that picture of not Kylie alone, and this is what we're given by law enforcement. Law enforcement can come up with, oh, Kylie was wearing this Lana Del Rey hoodie. Oh, wait, no, she was wearing this one. Or the necklaces, like they were so focused on the necklaces, her phone, her fucking purple keychain, her jewelry. Like the jewelry part is what would Kenny say, leaves him gobsmacked.
Yeah.
Like it's literally the information that they, as law enforcement, chose to release to the media. And then The press conference, to wrap it all up, to make it make sense, you guys couldn't even show up for it. You had to cancel on that, didn't you? And I truly understand why the FBI and why people have made the comments that they have, and they don't touch Kylie Rodney's case. I understand why, but I'm here to keep her name out there. I want to keep asking questions, and so till somebody answers a lot of these questions. No, Kylie's mom doesn't owe me shit. No, Kylie's dad and stepdad, they don't owe me shit. Her friends don't owe me shit. But law enforcement took an oath. And that's what I expect from it. If their oath is to protect and serve, who are they protecting and serving? Because it doesn't look like Kylie Rodney. Like, it really makes Placer County Sheriff's Office and Nevada County Sheriff's Office look fucking incompetent. And you know what? They're up there doing, oh, well, better luck next time, guys. Like, no. Make Kylie's story make sense to the public that you so much begged and pleaded with them to get answers. We're still doing it. We got a hobby. We're doing this. We're doing this for Kylie, not you, not for ourselves. Not like, look, if I was doing this for myself or my sanity, I would not be here. This shit makes me crazy feeling.
I think it makes most of us crazy.
Yeah. But I'm thankful that I have all of you, so that, you know what I mean? Like, we remind each other, take downtime. Like, we support each other and taking the time away to, you know what I mean? Like, we have a really good support system here. And it's because of Kylie. Kylie brought us all together. And for that, I am indebted to her and just getting the truth from her. And I don't, it's not that I'm being malicious when I say this, when I say I don't care what the truth looks like. I literally, if you would have just told the truth in the beginning, if somebody would have called 911, if somebody would have said, where's Kylie? Like, we've been still shouting from the rooftops. Like, what happened to Kylie Rodney? Why is nobody asking, you know, the same thing, the same questions we are? Like, everybody's got to go on with their life. Kylie doesn't get to. Like, you guys, go ahead.
Kylie did not get to graduate college, go to a career, get married, have children, be a prosperous and a person that will be productive in society. She didn't get that chance. She lost that chance.
Yeah, and that's the thing, is I'm not insinuating that somebody maliciously or with intent killed her. Okay, I want people to get this right. Like, I don't think somebody purposely went and knocked her the fuck out with the intent to kill her. I don't think she was sacrificed. I don't think any of those things. I think something very tragic did happen. Tragic happened. And it didn't happen to Megan Cole. It didn't happen to Sammy Smith. It didn't happen to Mags. It didn't happen to the Fight Boys. It happened to Kylie Rodney. And I'm sorry that I wasn't there for you, Kylie, is not good enough for Kylie. If you love her, if you care about her, tell the truth.
Be there for her now.
Yes, it is never too late to redeem yourself, to take a plea deal. There are FBI agents that will listen to you. Our Department of Justice will listen to you. Fuck, the Squirrels on Fire will listen to you. If you're afraid, if you're fearful for your life, that something might happen to you because you told the truth, that in itself, like, if you're fearful of what somebody else might do to you, or fearful that your law enforcement might make life hard for you, you already have the answer to the question of who.
Yep.
Like, and I know that it seems that I've been so hard on Lindsay and I'm just so hard on these kids. No, I just want people to answer questions. They don't owe me that. But you know what? Pressure bursts pipes. Sure the fuck does. Look at Megan out here cracking the fuck. Like, she cracks every day. To the point she can't stay away. Like, You don't want to talk about Kylie, but you want to talk about Kylie. Like make that make sense. Holy fuck! Why are you here, Megan? Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like Kenny. Like people think, oh, Kenny, he's so opinionated. Blah 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 blah. Look, I fuck with Kenny because Kenny says how Kenny feels. We're allowed to have our opinion.
Yep.
And
Kenny
it's
says
not
a lot of things that other people are thinking.
Me and Kenny talk quite a bit, and lately we've been talking in private, and like he's not wrong, and I'm not wrong, and the way that we think. And that's the thing, Ara, is I want to put this on the screen, okay? Everyone is rewriting Kylie's story.
I think Shan dropped. Can y'all
I
hear
was
me?
wondering if I froze.
Okay. I was
Yeah.
I can
wondering,
hear.
and I was being quiet because
I was waiting. I thought that's what happened. She froze.
okay. Okay.
Yeah, give her a minute. She'll be back, guys. You know how it goes.
Oh, yes. It happens often, unfortunately.
Yeah.
She was proud of herself. She was closing tabs. So
She was.
it's not
I'm
the
not
tab
telling you no
issue.
damn story. What kind of story y'all want? I ain't got no story. I ain't got a story.
Sweet Aura with her.
I don't have a story, Ara.
Tell me a story. There were these three bears.
That's Kenny's thing. Kenny's supposed to tell us bedtime stories with his awesome voice.
Oh, that's true.
I love his voice.
I do too. Oh, you gonna tell us about trash days?
Trash day. Trash day was yesterday.
Did you get your trash out?
I did. And I got a
Good girl.
back up. Funny. So that's a running joke because there was, I think we were in Discord one day and I was yelling at the kids and I was like, today's trash day. And they were like, they said something and I was like, it's just like church days, Sunday and Wednesdays. You can't forget it. That's when it goes out. So Ara's like, I'll never forget trash day now. It's Sunday and Wednesdays.
I remember her telling you that the other night. Like, it's trash day.
Can you remind me of when NC's case is back in court this month? Oh, that is, yes, Liz. That is gonna be
Can y'all hear me?
May 26th.
Now
Yes,
we
we
can.
can.
Is the
Shoot.
trial prelim.
We all thought we fell off.
No,
Liz.
no. All my question is, or not even a question, my statement is, tell me you don't want me to talk about it without telling me you don't want me to talk about it.
Amen.
Look, we are going to be back on asking the right questions. And y'all pay attention to every time that my computer's hit on the question or the topic that we're talking about. Pay attention to that. It's so important. So important. All right. I'm sorry. I had to text somebody while we were doing this. All right. What y'all talking about? Share. I got FOMO. I got FOMO real quick as soon as I froze.
Ara wanted me to tell a story, and then I said no. And then she said something about trash day. So then we all laughed about that. And then
oh God.
Liz
Ara knows
asked
all about
me.
we all do, actually.
Liz asked me about when
Day.
Nate see when his next court was this month, and it's the 20. The hell did I say? The 26th.
I think that's what you did say.
It's the 26th at 8:30 is trial assignment prelim examination, and then the 30th of May is prelim examination.
So will any of this be webinar or no? Probably
it doesn't say.
Probably too scared.
Yeah, it doesn't say. But yeah.
You're only going to get to see his forehead again. Like Maru.
What's up, Kurt's in chat?
What up, Kurt?
What up, Kurt?
Buddy, if you want to hop up, you're more than welcome to. I'm always down to fun with Creek Squad. Anything Creek Squad?
Are you still out of town, Kurt?
What you getting into, Kurt? What case you affluent in?
I thought he was out of town.
He could be. We'll wait for him to answer. Liz, see, look, and this is the shit that sticks out to people.
Oh,
and
Kurt,
it should.
He said they just got home.
Oh, did you?
Nice.
It might be none of my business, but where'd you guys wind up going? You don't have to say. The question is, did you have a good time?
He looks like he had a blast.
Fuck yeah, dude. I need to. His last 3 videos I gotta catch up on.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Telling on me.
Yeah, I seen he went to Nashville. Yeah, I seen his pictures.
I'm sorry, I'm texting, and then we'll get right back to it because I'm gonna finish. I'm gonna finish playing because she does. Like Jules makes me ask so many questions, bro. Like so many questions. I can't even type right now.
Oh, Liz, I don't remember what we were talking about when that be-doo dee-doo sound happened.
Yeah. And it wasn't once that it did it either. Look, it was when we were talking about Bob.
Oh, yeah.
It sure was.
When we were talking about Bob and the Smiths.
Yeah, it was creepy.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that.
It's like, yep, 10-4 caught that. And that's why, like, if you guys haven't noticed, like, a lot of things that I think the FBI should look at, because I know they're watching. Like, they're all, like, y'all don't understand what Google platform, what YouTube. Truckee locals might not be up on here watching what Megan Cole's doing to her own community. But law enforcement is paying attention. They flag everything. They listen to everything. You think I'm dumb on why I'm up here? I know exactly why I'm here. And I'm on the side of the law. I'm here for Kylie Rodney. All right, I'm going to try to read chat while I'm trying to do 10 million other things that I just can't get it together. All right. All right, I'm going to read chat while I play. I don't even know where the hell we was at on this video. Like somewhere here. I don't know. We'll just start in 1 minute. You guys can go watch any of her videos on your own free will. I ain't telling you have to, but you should.
Girls Live. Believe her name is Michelle.
Yep.
I'll have the link to her YouTube channel down here. The main thing that I got from this Megan woman coming up on Michelle's channel is that she's a nosy body looky-loo who purposely puts herself in everyone's business, no matter if she actually knows the family and the kids or anything else. She feels the need to insert herself and know everyone's drama. And if you feel like dealing with hours of listening to her salad vomit that just doesn't make sense coming out of her mouth, feel free to go and listen to it. But she literally mentions and compares the Kylie case and the way that kids would have reacted to calling 911 or leaving her there to a million other situations that apparently happened in that town that she personally inserted herself into and just knows all the details about. I don't trust people like that at all. And I found it really interesting that this woman was like so confident in her damn self to say something as brass as she said. And in the comments, I'm not thinking that very many people caught it. Now I'm at the park, so I don't have my notes, but I have the timestamp for when this Megan woman clearly states she is aware of what was in Kylie's system. Then she proceeds to state that it was coke. Then she proceeds to further make herself look even worse by stating she knows the person in which Kylie did coke with, and so she knows the timing in which Kylie would have done said coke, and that it can't be related to what happened to Kylie, because if Kylie was as drunk and inebriated as everyone is trying to sound, then coke would have just helped her at that point. Okay, I don't know nothing about drugs, y'all. I don't. Y'all see, I just drank my little Mike lemonades. All right, and I'm in Texas, so I just use CBD. Okay, so I don't like leaving the reality my children are in. So I don't understand people who do pills and the C word and the M word and all them things. Okay, now Megan is stating she supposedly personally asked Sammy if there was any hallucinogenics, and Sammy said no. Yes to Mary Jane, yes to alcohol, yes to the C word. Okay. So you're telling me you know for a fact someone gave a 16-year-old coke.
Yep.
Why are we not hearing more about that from law enforcement?
Yep.
And if that's true, that means the toxicology reports are already back? Or is Megan getting this information because of what she's purposely inserting herself into and just hearing things? Because she seems to hear quite a bit. Another reason I can't really take her seriously is because she can't even really verify to us how she even knows Sammy. It's very confusing and very conflicting. First she
says 4 years, then she says 5 years, then she says 7 years. Which one is it?
States that her daughter went to school with Sammy. Then she says her son just graduated with Sammy. But her daughter is in like Boise in college for some sort of horse thing, I think, or has like already.
And you know what? Jules shouldn't have to know all this information on innocent people that Megan Cole inserted herself into this. Like she literally told people where her daughter is going. She doxed her own daughter, and we're the bad guys.
Be graduated or is about to be graduating college. So how did your daughter go to high school with Sammy and was best friends with Sammy for 4 years, but she's way away in college? Their age differences wouldn't have even like been a thing. What is that, like one's in middle school?
Army, if you're out here, listen to this.
One's in high school? Like that doesn't make sense to me. And apparently in one of the Facebook groups, the daughter was in there talking about it, and people brought it up on the page about how could you have possibly gone to school with Sammy if you're in college? That doesn't add up. And she never answered. She never responded to none of it. So right there, it doesn't even make sense to me. And then the lady, she is telling people now, Megan is telling people that just a few days after Kylie was reported missing, that she was in one of the grocery stores, and someone in the grocery store told her that other people that work at the grocery store told her that they saw.
I'm also going to pause that right there, okay? Megan Cole felt obliged to send me the original audio video that she recorded of this minor. And what she actually said was, I did not see car lights go into the water. Megan Cole, why are you out here telling people on a public platform that you talked to somebody that said they saw her car go in the water when you completely changed the actual evidence that this girl did not see Kylie's car ever enter the water? Why'd you do that? Why'd you change the narrative? Why did you put misinformation out there? FBI
saw lights going into the water that night and called 911. So that's where all this crap came from. Okay. And apparently it was related to the Mexican party that Zanime was talking about. Okay. Now we know at least for some sort of fact here that there is some sort of Snapchat geolocation of a Mexican party that was at Prosser that night.
Yep.
Michelle After Dark went in and grabbed the dispatch calls from Nevada
Me
County.
too.
Nothing. Okay.
Nope.
And now Megan's like, oh, well, she hadn't been reported missing yet, so they didn't take the call to 911 seriously about lights going in the water. I'm sorry.
Here's my next question. Was a 911 call placed? Did you respond to it, or did you ignore it? Or was no 911 call made at all? And if not, why not? You guys knew that Kylie was in distress. You knew she was falling in holes. but you didn't give her a ride home.
So you're sitting here telling me in the same sentence that this town is known for 2 decades, that these underage kids go out to Prosser, get drunk and wasted, and are told to stay there overnight if they're too drunk. And y'all all knew, all of the whole town knew that this party was going on. And someone called about the party location where everyone, including law enforcement, knew a bunch of kids were out getting wasted, about lights going in the water, and 911 didn't show up and didn't take it seriously? They knew all them kids was out there. What the hell you mean they didn't take it seriously, sweetheart? That logic makes no sense. You and your story are false. Now, this Jane Doe 2 person that Olivia talked to, the second that chick said it had been raining, I knew she was a liar. Anyone with Google and a computer, which
Okay, can I pause this and can I ask a question?
Yes.
It kind of has to do with the Kylie Rodney case, but it's just a question that I have. Okay. If so many people are still talking about Kylie Rodney, I mean, I could say names. I'll shout people out because I'm proud of these people for still talking about Kylie Rodney. Jules of all trades. Ara. We got, look, we have Ninja Chihuahua making videos
Army
and
for
asking questions.
Jesus.
We have Army for Jesus, okay? We have Jules asking all the right questions. We have Miss G out in the fucking streets, y'all, talking about Kylie Rodney. Okay? And here's the thing, is all these people talk about Megan Cole, but she ain't out here threatening to sue these people. But it sounds targeted because everybody's the squirrels. It sounds very targeted. You should watch your step. It sounds very targeted.
everyone on YouTube does, can go and look up the weather history.
Yep.
For like ever and ever. And
here's my question for Sifa. Just like I have questions for Megan Cole. Anybody can go to the Google machine right now. Go look up the weather patterns for Truckee, California, Tahoe Donner Airport, Boca, and Prosser. And you will see a trait with all of them. That it didn't rain hard enough or near enough for these people to say and take away the excuse of why Sammy Smith was supposedly, allegedly, went home wet. Okay. There wasn't enough rain. I mean, you guys were out there partying for hours. You would know. There wasn't enough rain to make her supposed tire marks go away the very next day when everybody, remember, they got together at 9 o'clock in the morning and they went looking for Kylie immediately. The last place they thought she could be. Where were her tire marks? Go look at the Google pattern. Go look at the weather. Go see that this whole rain theory is also debunked. I want to know why Sifa, of all people, because he seems to be putting a lot of weird shit out there, like the information he's collecting and the information he's putting out there. He literally put out there that it was like, it rained so hard there. Why did you do that when that's not true? Like, that's misinformation. You misinform people on the actual weather of that day alone. And then you're out there making videos on me debunking things that you ain't debunked.
Ever, as long as the internet has been around, there is internet history that shows the weather. It did not rain at all. It was also not cold. It maybe got to like 47 at the coldest, and that was like in the hella middle of the night, like 3 something in the morning. Other than that, it was great weather and no precipitation.
Anybody that follows their weather, when your weather tells you that there's a 30% chance of rain, it probably isn't going to rain. So when you have something like 2% chance of precipitation, fill in the rest. Come up with your own opinion.
Precipitation and barely any wind.
So here it is.
It was great weather and no precipitation and barely any wind. So explain to me again how Jane Doe 2's story is even like valid when right off the bat she's caught in lying. It didn't rain.
You ever notice these people that just straight up lying and making shit up all hide behind like voice modification shit? Weird, right? Don't identify me for inserting the narrative. Just weird.
Didn't rain. Therefore, everything else you just said, I discredited. No, not that I'm trying to like discredit Olivia. I actually really, really like.
I love Olivia. But some
But-
things are like, ah,
I don't know why they didn't check the weather. Her and Betty didn't check the weather.
Yeah.
Why neither one of them caught that the very beginning of that girl's story already didn't sound correct. Because it didn't rain at Prosser at all. So, but I guess that's it. Time to go home, and I got to clock back in and work a little bit more. But yeah, that's my thoughts on Little Miss Megan.
we love and respect you, Jules. Y'all, please go subscribe to her if you haven't. I'll make sure I thumb that up. Why is my not look? This keeps happening with her channel, Jules. I just want to let you know, honey. I keep like it did it again as soon as I hit all. Why is it doing this? Oh, because she's a join channel. Never mind. I always select all, but I don't get. Maybe it's because I'm not joined. I don't know. Maybe if you can answer that for me, that'd be cool. All right, so I think we should go back to Army for Jesus's video. Because the same thing that Army says towards the end of hers is what Jules is saying here. What y'all think? Y'all want to throw your opinions out there? You want to talk about
sorry,
it?
ask that question
I like
again.
questions.
I was watching chat.
Did I ask oh, do you want to go back? Do you mind going back to watching the rest of what Army for Jesus says? And then we'll watch another Jules of All Trades video.
Sure. Yeah.
Because I like things that, you know what I mean, engage me and make me want to ask questions.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because this timeline makes no, I mean, the timeline that we're putting together is making sense and it doesn't look good, but the timeline they provided,
No, the provided timeline was the narrative.
Yeah. It sounds weird.
It does.
All right. Okay. Let me go back here. I think we stopped at like 6 something. So I just started at 6.
I'm sorry, guys. We need to leave Daisy Hole alone. She was not there. I have this proof she was not there.
I'm gonna skip through that.
I'm attacking people's kids. I'm not attacking anybody. I'm talking about people who are suspects in this case. They're acting suspect.
Yes.
You know, it's not anything that Daisy or her son did that made them look guilty. It's the stuff their mom did and said. I'm sorry, feelings hurt. I told you when I came, I did not come to play. I just woke up. I'm still sick and I'm struggling, but I just stuck my sleuthing hoodie on. I thought I'd come talk to you guys for a second. Because this is turning into something that it's not. Like this is trying to be twisted into something personal. It's not. I don't know you and personal. I don't want to know you. I don't care.
You're making it personal.
Whether I know you or not does not apply to what the truth is.
Mm-hmm.
And the truth doesn't change.
Mm-mm.
It just doesn't.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Like I said, Daisy might not have been there. Her boyfriend might have been there. Your son might have been there. You know, the one you don't talk about very often at all. Almost like you don't want anybody to pay attention to him, really. Look at my good kid, Daisy. Look what she does. Daisy could very well be innocent.
Yep.
I told you. I'm not saying anybody specifically, like your children, killed Kylie.
No.
Am I saying they may have been at the party? Maybe they were at the party. It's not an outside possibility. Megan, you've gone online saying all these kids know each other. And then you're like,
and it's a sad thing that Megan put so much shit out there that it's to the point like Daisy shouldn't have to be like, here's my fucking concert ticket. Here is where I was to YouTube. But Megan has literally done that to her own daughter. To where I would just like to see and Daisy be like, look, this is where I was, honey. Like, this is where I was. I'm sorry that my mother put this shit out there. And she shouldn't even have to apologize for her mother. She shouldn't have to come defend her mother or correct her. Like, she is the child here. Sitting here trying to clean up her mom's mess. Like, Daisy should not have to prove that she was at a concert that night. But here we are. My question is, why then would Megan insert into the narrative that her son received information or a text that there was this crazy party and some girl went missing? How would he know that? Who sent him that? Did that really happen? These are questions I have, and nobody wants to answer them. So we're going to find the answers on our own. Some way, some way, you know? Even if we can't answer that question, we'll move on to the next one. We got lots of them, trust me. Yeah, this shit right here. Yeah, there's no question who won that fight that night. And then you got, I'm about ready to play the video I'm working on right now. I'm about to.
My kids never even met Kylie.
I think I might.
What?
I think I might.
What?
I'll give you guys a
What
sneak
is
peek.
that? I'm sorry that your feelings are hurt, but I'm not stopping. I came for justice and to find the truth, and I will.
Mm-hmm.
And Jesus is revealing it more of it to me every single day.
God is good, y'all.
This is your chance to try to figure out how you can save yourself. One of y'all need to be accountable.
Mm-hmm.
And probably only one or two of y'all are gonna get a deal. So
like nobody wants to be responsible for what happened to a minor. They would rather paint this child that has excelled and is so articulate and so skilled in so many things, paint her as a lush that just killed herself. Excuse me, accidentally, drunkenly, allegedly drove into Prosser Creek. No. But we're the bad guys for believing that Kylie was a designated driver, that she was a good person. And look what you guys did to paint her as a different narrative. It's bleh.
That part kills me.
Yeah.
That you would talk so negatively about a young lady who has worked so hard to graduate early, going to college, and she works. She has accomplished all that herself.
Yes,
and to
absolutely.
put her in a light of she drank too much and just drove into the water. No.
Nope. It's hard. You know what I mean? Like it's really hard to believe these various narratives. And there's so many of them. Like we've been here since the jump. The narratives, like Nick tow truck guy, like all of these things. Like there's so many things to Kylie's case that like, how the fuck can you just be like, okay, it was an accident, y'all. Nothing to see here. I can't do it. There's too many discrepancies for me to shut the fuck up about it. All right, I'm gonna give you all a sneak peek. This idea was initially, it was a thought that I had, but it was also sparked by things Lala and I have been talking about, things that me and Mama Slaughter have been talking about. Ara really, she laid it down in terms of just this, what we're about to watch here, just these statements alone. And this is why it just shit seems sus, you know? And I do. In some ways, I hate it for people. Like, I'm not up on a high horse excited to get people in trouble. No, I just want justice for Kylie Rodney. I want the truth for Kylie. She deserves it. All right, so what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to compile police statements with any media statements, as well as videos, articles, and then the information that was inserted into YouTube. Like I'm trying to put it all together in a timeline. And there's just one part of timeline that I want to put out there. And then I am literally going to make a video on the timeline that was presented to us by law enforcement, media, locals, all of it. All of it. Okay, so it goes a little something like this. Actually, let me render this real quick so that it plays flawlessly. Give it 1 minute. And what I want you guys to do is just listen. And I know you guys already asked these questions, but when you start putting these things together, that's when the real question is there. And that's why, like, what Ara does, what Crane Kicks helps me do, what Ninja Chi helps me to do, which I'm not that person, totally different person. Like, I love each and every one of you. Sunflower, always coming at it with shit. Jenny Poo, Ryan Upchurch. You know what I mean? Everybody in chat, like, you guys do so much for Kylie, and I can't thank you enough for keeping her voice out there and asking questions. and connecting dots. Y'all ready?
Ready.
All right. Oh, let me make sure the volume's turned up. If it's too loud, I'm sorry. Come on, play, bitch.
If you have video of that night, detectives want more of it. There has been a lot of video provided, and some of it had to do with a fight that occurred at the party. Detectives right now are asking for any additional video.
Did you see how he responded to that right there in that moment?
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, let me... Watch his eyes. Watch his eyes. It's all in the eyes.
Occurred at the party. Detectives right now are asking for any additional video that you have.
Who was fighting at the party? The girl and guy. Look into them. Was there a fight at the party?
Yeah, so there were some friendly fights that were going on. There was like we had boxing gloves. People were like trying to instigate. It wasn't anybody who had really any drama or they weren't enemies or anything. It was more just friendly fights to keep entertainment going.
This is the problem: is that there is too many people that showed up. It was actually a boring party, and there was nothing going on, just drinking and lots of things that were happening at the party. There were shady characters there. Yes, there was a few people that they cannot identify.
I'm gonna pause it right there because I'm still working.
Wait a minute. There was really nothing going on at the party, but there was a lot that was going on at the party.
Yeah, and that's why I put that soundbite in there, because I'm gonna cut Sammy off when she's saying, like, Sammy says one thing and then Megan says another thing, and then Megan says a whole nother thing that kind of corroborates with Sammy's story after she has talks with Sammy.
Okay.
Just the same, and like there's so many things that Megan Cole has said that I want to break it down, and I want to take like Tony Dodge interviews, Ichabod Mel interviews, Michelle Sutton interviews, like they're all going to be in here. Megan, you can go after all these people that have ever talked about you because you inserted yourself into this. But at the end of the day, I already have all of it, and I'm going to move forward and compiling what I did, like with the SS files. I'm going to make the MC files. And it's not going to be anything that Megan didn't insert herself. It's not going to be anything that Tony Dodge or Ichabod Mel or Zav Girl or Tyler Feller or any of these people didn't put out there that you guys said. Like literally these words and these things have come from your own mouth, the locals their mouth. And that's what we're going to do. And I think it's important. I think a timeline is super important. Anybody that wants to work together with us to make said timeline, you know how to reach out to me, Lala. Whatever, you know? All right, let me go back to this.
Whatever. Y'all can crash and burn together. It ain't me, dude. It's the tricky way. Whatever. I don't know, guys. I want you to understand my motivation. This is not personal.
Nope.
These people are like coming at me and being like, oh, well, you know, don't go after her kids. It's not fair to them. Well, you know what? It's not my fault.
Who wants to say what's not fair? Go ahead. I'm going to let somebody else say it because I've been saying it.
What's not fair?
Yeah, what's not fair?
The girl lost her life and nobody wants to state anything that happened, even if it was something tragic and not malicious. That's what's not fair.
I think we all have the same one question. What happened to Kylie Rodney?
Yes.
That she's made them look suspect by what she said. She said her son knew about the party before Lindsay, or knew Kylie was missing before like gets a text about this party and knows about what happened to this party and that this girl's missing. And the time doesn't add up because Lindsay didn't even know she was missing. Her best friends didn't even know she was missing at this point, supposedly, if the narrative's true. So how did her son get a text about what happened at that party and that a girl was missing? Somebody tell me that. That's suspect. Megan said it. I didn't say it. I'm just saying I'm looking into it. And like I said, if I am able to see that her children were for sure not there, I will be the one to shout it from the rooftops and say, Megan's children are innocent. They didn't do anything. Please, guys, I can prove it. I will show you. Please leave them alone. They aren't the ones we're looking for. And I can't be bought, and I can't be intimidated, and I can't be threatened into submission to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Do you think I made a channel if I had things to hide?
Good.
Really?
More of that.
I don't know. Just my opinion out here, guys. Of a conspiracy theory, I believe that something really went down in this town.
Mm-hmm.
It's not my fault that people are making themselves look suspect. I didn't do that to them.
Mm-hmm.
They did to themselves.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm gonna move on to thank you, Army for Jesus, for all that you do for Kylie, Rodney, and keeping your own sanity. When we know damn well each one of us have personal issues that we keep off YouTube. Look, I heard a clip of Megan Cole saying, "My life is private," and it's the biggest, best joke I've ever heard in my fucking life, y'all. Private.
Yep.
This bitch out here doxing everybody. Private. No, you're
Not
private.
to mention, she lives her life on YouTube.
Mm-hmm. Not to mention, like, she says her life is so private, but everything out there of hers is public. Public. Go look.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, she literally sleeps on YouTube.
Yeah. Literally.
Yeah.
Dude, that has to be embarrassing for kids. I feel bad for them. I really do. I really do. I really do. I couldn't imagine as a mother my child being embarrassed of me.
Oh, me neither.
Like I do. And that's why, like, and Megan can say, "Oh, you put a video up of my kid." Megan, you told me that wasn't your daughter. Yeah. All I asked is, who that girl? Because there is a photo that is circulating of a group of girls holding a tarot card, each one of them, at Lost Trail Lodge. And people are literally asking, is that her daughter? And I'm like, I don't know. Let me put a video out there and say, who that girl? And at first you lied and said, that's not my daughter. And then you turned around and said, that's my daughter.
Yeah.
It's weird as fuck. Just answer the question and move on to the next one. Like, if you have nothing to hide, why are you behaving in this fucking manner?
Right. Not to mention, just be truthful.
I got something to say.
Tell the truth. Don't just go on YouTube and spill whatever you think people want to hear or things like that. Tell the truth.
Yeah, and like,
if you don't know something, say I don't know.
Yeah, but while she's telling the truth, which I think they're just 5% truths, honestly, like the rest is just word salad. We've all put ourselves through Megan Cole. And we as squirrels or our own individual people, like in our own free time, we literally have to, as part of Kylie's case, have to put ourselves through. I honestly feel like her lives are that long so that people don't pay attention to the little nuggets she does put in there. I'm going to do it. Yeah. It's not stalking. It's not harassing. Bitch, you're putting it out there on the internet. Like, you literally chose to go up on 13 panels. That's what I'm focused on. I could care less what she's doing on her YouTube channel right now. You know what I mean? Long she leaves me the fuck alone. That's why she's blocked on every which way to contact me. Shandon, please call me. No, bitch, I won't.
Shandon.
You know, and like the fact, it's like almost like, and you ever, like, people send me clips of how Megan's like, and that, remember, that's like, Shanda used to say this. If you hate me so much, why are you telling your friends that hate me endearing things that you and I used to have between each other? Like, it's weird. It's weird to me. It's weird to me to see a group of people that hate me so much but can't stop talking about me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care if she does or doesn't miss me. I don't miss you. I think you're crazy. I think you need to focus on your mental health for yourself and for your children. That's what I want for Megan. I wish her no ill will. I wish she would go talk to the FBI. I wish she would talk to some type of law enforcement outside of her little the corruption bubble that is there. You know what I mean? Go talk to somebody that actually cares about Kylie. But from what I've gathered is you don't care about Kylie. So why are you here? I'm going to continue to go back on things that you've said, that you inserted and you put out there for 5 months. And you can't stop me. And you can't stop Jules or Miss G or Ara or any of these amazing human beings that are doing something to be the voice for Kylie Rodney. Sorry. Not sorry.
Right.
What up, Aura? Why are you so quiet over there, Mama?
Aura's in the house.
Because I'm listening. Hey, y'all. I'm just listening.
Are
That's all.
you sleepy? You tired? You extra tired today, too?
No, well, I mean, I've been listening, and then I was over at WTO showing her support, and I'm back.
Yeah. What questions are burning right now?
Well,
right
the
now for
question
you
that I
on Kylie?
asked, and I literally asked it to the person. I said, "Did Kylie and Sammy fight?" I just said it straight
it's a
up.
direct question. It's a direct question.
And I mean, you could say yes or no, or I don't know, but I couldn't get it. I tried my best, and I tried doing it by being respectful.
I'm so proud of you and what you're doing, honey. Your channel. If y'all are not subscribed to Aura, please go subscribe to her. Drop her link in this chat. Get her views up there, dude. Like, baby, I love you. You do incredible things for Kylie, the way that you present it, and the way that you try to remain neutral, all while taking hits, like literal hits yourself. Like, I commend you for what you're doing. It's hard. And I know you know it's hard because we've been there in moments talking privately. Like, it's hard.
I'm just trying to do it in the best way so everybody can feel like they can speak. And then from that,
you do it like a
maybe we
teacher.
can get truth. Right.
You do it like a teacher.
And then I was really hoping. And last night, what happened last night wasn't like, that was not supposed to happen. I just went live but God does things, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think he's putting us together, or he's letting things happen for a reason.
Yes. Everything is happening right now for a reason.
You know, and I'm not a super religious person, but it just feels like everything happens for a reason. Yes. Megan and Ryan got to speak for the first time, and it was on a panel. Yeah. So I'm sorry if anybody was like wanting it to be like drama and like fighting, but you're not going to get anywhere like that. Like, especially because it was the first time that they had spoken, and Ryan was just trying to catch up to who she was.
Yes, and you and I talked about that. Like, people had Aura feeling like I was mad at her. No, I literally was in Aura's live to support her and talking about Kylie Rodney. Megan came in and was acting as though, for whatever reason, she was there. Like, you literally clicked on a live that said Kylie Rodney. That was the first word of it.
Yeah.
Kylie Rodney. Okay. You're telling everybody to stop talking about, but you came there. It's not to show your support, honey. It's to fuel emotions. We're not for our emotions. We're here for Kylie Rodney.
And I kind of, I'm kind of assess the situation. Like, why is this happening? I'm aware of what's been happening in the past, but it just needed to happen. So,
I figured I thought she was there for a minute. Like, I thought maybe she came to her motherfucking senses and came to talk about Kylie Rodney. Yeah. So I gave it the chance, and literally, all I did was I was asking questions. Like, I'm always engaged with your audience in your chat. Like, I love what goes on in your chats, honey. Like, beautiful things happen there.
Yeah, it was. It's a learning process. Then after a while, like, the chat went kind of on its own thing. So I just I had to just let it happen, whatever. But at the end of all of that, I feel like I ended up with more questions.
Yeah.
It was frustrating, and it was like 5 a.m. my time when it ended.
Every time I talk about Kylie, I have more questions.
Yes. But thank you guys for being there for that. That was
well, and that's the thing, is because it started getting drama, and I was just asking questions like everybody else has questions. You know what I mean? And some people were asking the same questions I was.
Yeah, and you know what? Ryan was like super calm throughout all of that, which I was very impressed with, because if you've seen him on other panels,
I missed it, honey. Like, and that sucks
gets
for
a little
me.
Fiery.
It sucks for me because the fire. Okay, when you're in a chat room with people discussing Kylie Rodney, and somebody appears in the room and causes friction. Okay.
Yeah.
And it's kind of trying to make me feel intimidated to not ask questions or talk about Kylie. Like, that's that's on that person. Like, you shouldn't be coming in there to do stuff like that. Okay. So I asked Megan questions.
Yeah.
She refused to answer. And then all I simply asked her is why if you're not here for Kylie Rodney, then why are you here?
Yeah. And I made a mistake trying to
firing shots about suing me, and that's when I left, honey. I said, I love you.
She said that at the end too. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. And that's the thing. So I stayed away, and I knew I could come back, replay crew because I had my own shit to do. Like I always have my own shit to do.
But
and
either
it sucks
way,
that I have to not support what I wanted to be there for in the first place because somebody came in that doesn't even give a fuck about Kylie anyway.
Yeah, and I mean it. I think at the end, I think it was productive.
Oh, girl.
Hopefully people got answers from that.
I had people blowing me up. Bro, you would not believe Megan Cole and Ryan Upchurch are on panel at the same time. And I was like, I stopped everything I was doing. And I was there for Ara, Ryan Upchurch, and I mean, I guess Megan. Because I thought that everybody was asking questions. Everybody had questions. Megan, the only reason why you're here is because we're talking about Kylie Rodney. So let's talk about Kylie Rodney and why you inserted so much of, just make it make sense.
Yeah, for sure.
Like she's always saying, if you have any questions, just come to me right now. And she starts naming people and being weird about it. Like you literally came to a channel to talk about Kylie Rodney. So let's discuss Kylie Rodney and your actions in the case.
Yeah.
And dodge. Like,
yeah,
I haven't even got to listen to all of Ryan Upchurch. Like I still that's what I want to do on tonight's live. Like I have it in me. Like everybody knows if I'm not on a live talking about Kylie Rodney, if I'm sitting at my computer or I have the time, I'm sitting there talking about Kylie Rodney. Like I got way other shit to do, and I do my other shit. But when I sit at my computer, it's always Kylie Rodney focused. You know what I mean? Like, but I do have a real life. I have things that I do. People don't need to know how many times a day I shit or how long I walk my dog or, you know, like if I'm getting sun, you don't care about me. So don't care about the vitamins that I'm getting in my system. If you're here to talk about Kylie Rodney, yes, please, let's do.
Yeah.
And your panel, like, I want to go over that. Like, if you're okay to hear your own voice, because I know some people are like, nah, bro, I ain't hearing this.
Maybe we fast forward through my bullshit.
If you would like me to just play a video and we could talk about it in real time rather than rehashing your live, but I would like to hear what Ryan Upchurch has to say because I haven't even got to listen to it. Like
that's up to you. That's up to you.
I slept and then I woke up and was focused on making sure we have a live tonight.
Yeah, for sure. No, that's up to you. I haven't even gone back to listen to it, but just, sometimes you have to fast forward through the crap.
She was always singing.
No, I don't like, but that's the thing is like, I'm going to fast forward to the part. Like I have not seen any of what it was alive. Like girl, but though you had a bomb ass panel last night.
It was scary.
You really did.
That's all really.
And I can tell you're nervous. And like, I'm so glad that your supporters support you.
Yeah. Good people. A lot of them are in here.
Yes, hell yeah. And that's the thing is collectively we got this.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you, baby. I love you.
Teamwork.
Yes. There's not an I in team, but there's an I in Kylie. I like that. Crane kicks, drop that one.
Oh, shit.
Ooh, I like that. That's got a nice ring to it, don't it? All right, where is this? Oh my God. Okay, Ryan's here. So, oh my God. Do we have to listen to this? Like, is there, I'm going to go back and listen on my own, but I really want to say, let's hear what Ryan's got to say.
Yeah, just wherever
Look, y'all,
talking.
Ryan's opinion is not my opinion, and my opinion is not Ryan's opinion. Opinions are like assholes, and we all have them, you know? I want to go into this because I don't know what Ryan's about to say, but I support his opinion. I support yours. I support everybody's opinion.
Hello.
Hi, Ryan. Who is saying she expected to talk to me?
I mean, and welcome to the panel. Thanks for being here and listening.
Sure.
This is well, Megs, if you want to introduce yourself, because I can't speak for you.
Brian, I'm the one that apparently there's a confession that's been pointed out about me from Scroll on Fire saying
A what? A concession? Like a stand? Or, confession. Never mind. I'm sorry. What? I didn't say a confession. I'd say, no, it doesn't. That's not what it says. That's not what it says.
Sure.
You're already lying off the jump. Okay, let's do this.
This is, well, Megs, if you want to introduce yourself, because I can't speak for you.
Let's do it.
Brian, I'm the one that apparently there's a confession that's been pointed out about me from Scroll on Fire saying I confessed that I know that the kids did something to Kylie the night of the party, which is untrue. And they have been reported to the police department. And I saw that you had seen that, and that was what you were talking. And I knew that when you came in here, you were going to play or see me eventually.
Oh, okay. What, do you
Yeah.
know them or something?
I know. Do I know you? No, I've seen a lot about you.
The children, the kids at the party or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, you know them?
Yeah.
Mm.
And she's been upfront about that. She's been kind of
All the
going through a
information
lot
that
for the
scrolls on,
last.
all the information that these people have, that any of these YouTubers, most of them have a lot. I wouldn't say all the information. Most of the information came from me. On a lot of the channels.
Mm.
FBI, you hearing this? She got a lot of questions. She got answers for you.
Dang.
So yeah, I've seen all about you since day one. And then yeah. So when I saw you, when I everybody thought I would leave because you came here, and I'm like, no, I have nothing to hide.
Oh wow! Oh, I don't know if people would think that. that's funny.
That's what I think too.
I think if people can be just like civil, everything is cool. Like, but I don't know what I was talking about, Megs. At the end of the party, I just want to know what happened at the end of the party, because that seems to me like the most. It just doesn't make sense, the end of it. And you talk about the bonfire, and I'm still with that, because what is this significant about the bonfire? If there was a bonfire that happened.
Sammy had asked me at the time. She said we didn't. Sam had told me. I'm trying to remember. Sam told me at the time that there was a bonfire. That she heard there was a bonfire after she left. That there was a small bonfire. They were not sure if Kylie was at the bonfire, like walking around the party, or not at the time. Not that she wasn't, like, that she was already missing, but they didn't know that she was at, like, if anybody's seen her at that part of the party. That's what no one could confirm or deny that they saw her at that part of the party.
If there's a bonfire happening, then if there are people
we should
around,
clarify.
they're going to see a car go in the water, right?
I want to clarify. It was not, I guess I should not say bonfire. That's what they said. But they said it was a small one.
When you went on Ikmel's channel, you said that
Right.
there was a bonfire. And I'm only going off of that, so I'm not.
Well, I know, and I'm saying that I'm clarifying so that everybody knows it wasn't a huge bonfire, like 5 feet tall. It was in a fire pit. Like, it wasn't like a bonfire. People think that it's huge. I don't think it was. Not a huge fire. That was what they specified to me at the time, that it was a small fire, that it wasn't a bonfire.
So if there was a fire happening, then somebody would have seen Kylie's car going in, because there was still activity happening in that spot.
I have no idea.
Well, I'm just kind of.
She has no idea. She had an idea for 5 months long. Now, what?
Like, trying to make sense of things.
Me too.
Think about everybody who mentioned this bonfire right off the rip.
Yep.
Who mentioned it?
He's asking me.
Really, just this anime chick, really.
Rhyme.
The only ones that I knew were the three that the three that everybody's talked to or knows about. Evan mentioned it to me, and then Sam mentioned it to me, and then someone else mentioned it to me, but I can't remember, like, because there was people that the first night I talked to Sam, she was at a house. I called her, and so she only had like 5 minutes on the phone with me because her phone had been dying all day. So and she really didn't want to talk to me, I don't think. So when her phone was dying, she's like, "Great, I get to get out of this." And so that's all I know. That's all I know is that Sam had said at the time that there was a bonfire, or that's what she said, her words, bonfire, I believe. But a small one, like not a big one. That's exactly what she said. And I went, okay. So it was like a campfire. Exactly. Nothing huge. So all I know is that I never heard of Kylie ever being at that part of the party, the bonfire part. So I don't know anything about that.
Can I ask you something, like, out of curiosity?
Yeah.
So what do law enforcement officials think about people who are connected to other people getting on YouTube and randomly talking about it?
Considering I was at the police station yesterday, not great, but it is what it is.
I still don't understand the end of this party.
Oh,
Megs, what do you like? I don't get it.
Does Megs? Sorry for interrupting. Since you know Sammy so well,
Sammy was okay. So the reason I know Sam, if that's going to be a question, my daughter in 2020, when my daughter graduated high school, she was at the time best friends with Sam. They are still friends currently to this day, but they're not. They both have since got other friends and called
no,
other people.
that's not what I was going to ask. Well, since you know people that were there, you'd be able to at least help produce a picture of this party so everybody would know it's real, right?
I've never asked. I never asked anything for that because they weren't releasing them, and so what they were saying is that this is what Sam told me at the time is that there was a Be Real app, and most of the pictures that were done at the time were on the Be Real app.
Yeah, I've never heard of Be Real. I don't even know what that is. I don't
It's
think
it's basically like Snapchat. It's a newer Snapchat version, I believe, is kind of what it was. And you get one.
I looked it up. No one knows what that is. Like it doesn't.
Well,
have
that's what I told. That's what I told the kids. I said, "Would you guys go down to the very bottom of something and pick that out, and that's what you guys choose to use?" And they kind of chuckled at me. It was just a Be Real app. It was a Be Real app, and that everybody has one time picture during the day that they can take. And post it. So a lot of the Be Real app was used that night. That's all I know. So
I just think it's weird that there's this random.
Oh, I agree, 100%.
Be real when no one is being real. You know what I mean?
Bro. Very good point, Ryan. Very good point.
So, what do you think happened?
I believe it was an accident. That's just
for you, Megan.
What I know.
And why are you
that I've been told, and if they can prove it's not or prove it is one way or the other, then prove it to me. But
What
in
do
my
you mean
mind,
accident,
like you.
Like accident, like she
part of the
drunk
problem.
and drove, or like something happened.
I think that she I think that she somehow was on the side of the lake, and like there is no lighting out there whatsoever, none whatsoever. It's literally just blackness. So I don't. Well, I don't, and that would be a good question if the headlights were on. I've asked that question. No one can answer.
They automatically come on.
Okay. In that car, are we 100% sure?
I have one.
I think you remember saying that. The only thing that, and if you have one, Ryan, this is a question I've always asked and no one's ever been able. Is the park in front of, or is the neutral in the front of the park?
Do what?
Do what?
Some people at the very beginning were saying that it goes in that kind of car, it goes neutral, park, and then drive. No. So people thought at the beginning maybe she put it in neutral and did not know that she was moving downhill. That's what I was told at the very beginning. So I think that's kind of where
the autopsy said she would have to have known because there wasn't that much alcohol in there.
Just changed subject so quick here. Yeah, it was the ethanol level was consistent with just decomposition. It was slightly over, but it would not explain her being as intoxicated as was stated by the partygoers, aka Sam.
All right, let me get this snack.
I have no idea.
Do you know why police were letting
I'm gonna mute and type in chat.
Kid run everything?
I think at the time that because this is what at the time we just kind of thought that they just were assuming that because Sam knew everybody that the kids would feel more comfortable speaking to a party goer as opposed to an adult. That's I think why they did it. I really don't know why they put her there.
I just think it's weird that there is like literally no kids like that know about these people. That's just kind of weird to me too. I was just curious about that.
What do you mean that there are no kids that know about these people?
Like the only people that we've seen talking about the situation is the people that were implemented.
Like Sammy and
and the yes, exactly.
But like nobody else. But see, I assumed it was because they were going to college and they're not going to do that to themselves because they're trying to like go to school and not be incriminated. That the town is, in my opinion, designed to protect these kids.
Take something.
Nobody's going to talk about it. There are no kids that are going to talk about it.
Oh no, we have kids, die in car crashes and stuff all the time, and where I live, and there's always like big candlelight services and like everything, and based off of what's being told and what kind of kids these are, it seems like it's the same kind of kids. So I don't know why there's none of that there, especially with all the trouble they're going through, like making these shirts that say "Find Kylie" on them, and
you mean that they wrote with their own hands?
Yeah.
With a sharp.
Look, these kids are rich Tahoe kids, and the best they got is a downward slope of what is that epitome? Let me keep eating snacks and listening. What a disgrace, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. The last thing that we can, how should I say this? Like,
also, you got to think that's the only car AWP didn't pull out. Why is that?
What do you mean?
Every single episode, they all pull the cars out. Why didn't they pull that one out?
Was it because it was an active investigation?
If it was an active investigation, they definitely shouldn't have pulled it out because they screwed that up.
That's why they didn't pull it out, because it was like a criminal investigation. So
no, I know, but like if it's a criminal investigation, you want to pull the car out exactly how it's sitting in the water so you can investigate it.
I cannot argue with you there. Yes.
Yeah,
I can't argue with you either. I agree.
So, are you from Truckee?
Yep.
What is
I'm in
politics?
Truckee right now. Kind of. I'm in Kings Beach, but yeah, I'm 15 minutes. I live in Truckee. Yeah.
What's the vibe of politics there? Is it like a very like the rich families run everything type shit, like pretty much like everywhere else?
Yeah. I mean, they're not, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. They're not talking about it now. They're not mentioning no one talks about the Kylie Rodney case in Truckee.
Do you have you heard about the bench that was denied?
I heard about that. I have no idea why it was denied.
There was a memorial bench. There was a memorial bench that was funded by somebody, and the mother did not want it.
Ooh, I didn't know that.
And so it just seemed, in my opinion, it just seems like it just they like, why would you not want to memorialize this child that the community says was so important? Like when you're driving and you see those little bikes on the side of the road, or like by some, memorializes where a kid was maybe run over, or they'll put up a little cross. I don't know if that. I'm from the South, so I don't know if they do that.
Yeah, like Southside, baby.
But you'll see a little cross memorializing, or flowers, or anywhere there's an accident that happened.
Yeah.
Here.
But somebody
go jump the car, and then I'll be right there.
Somebody donated and was willing to donate and paid for this bench to memorialize Kylie, and the mother did not want it, or the family. They denied it.
Damn, that's crazy.
And so, Megs,
the only reason that I can think that Lindsay would do that, and like I said, I don't know Lindsay, and I have no idea what her mind thinks, or how she feels, or anything like that. But the only reason I can come up with is that it was on Forest Service land, and so that they can't put a bench out there because someone would have to go out and remove it every season, like winter and fall and spring or whatever, for the season, so that it wouldn't get ruined. And that's one reason. The other also would be that she doesn't want it to be a public spectacle and to get defaced or anything else. So That's the only reason I can imagine she would. I don't have any clue why, though. I mean, that's my opinion only.
So Sammy's definitely the Sammy person is definitely not talking to Kylie's parents.
No, Sammy talks to Kylie. Sammy talks.
Bro, Miss G just had the best fucking idea. What if we got a piece of property or something? I know property is expensive there, but you wouldn't believe what you could buy in areas and memorialize that piece of property for Kylie. Because if you own property, they can't tell you that you can't display something like a bench or like you don't have to get a permit on your own property. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, that's true.
Ooh.
That excuse though for
what are you talking, babe?
That excuse for why they wouldn't want the bench there is just ridiculous. It makes no sense, and it's just made up.
Like, okay, so the thing is it doesn't matter if it's like the fact that it's federal property.
But they approved it.
And it was approved.
Yeah.
And then the family shot it down. Dude, that in itself looks so suspect. I'm sorry, why are you guys doing all this suspect shit? And then wondering why. We're like, wow, that's really suspect.
Yeah. You act suspecty, you are suspecty.
Yeah.
It looks like a duck. Am our ducks.
See them ducks? See them ducks?
See them wings?
Lord, man. And we're the problem because why? You don't like the truth? I don't know. I don't know what the problem is. It's weird as fuck. That's all I know. Behavior on a group level is weird as fuck.
I thought, okay, never mind. I was under the impression that
he said, fuck it, I ain't even asking again.
I don't talk to Sammy all the time. I only talk to her. I haven't talked to her since October.
Oh.
Yeah, and I don't want to put.
It's probably because she out here telling on her. She's like, bitch, shut the fuck up. Since October, y'all. That should be telling you something. I cut it off in December because I was like, this bitch don't need to know me. Should be out there telling everybody. And she does. She literally does. Look at the shit show circus behind Megan. Ugh.
I don't want to put her on blast. That's why I'm not giving
I will.
Like, Megan will tell you what she wants to tell you, and the chat's there. But Megan has a history with Sammy in her own way. And if she wants to disclose that, she can.
Was they got no.
No.
I didn't know if they went to high school with each other or something.
No, but
okay, I'm back. Sorry, my son keeps calling me. He's trying to find my car.
He's probably telling you to shut the fuck up.
And I'm sitting here because I can't leave here. So that's why. So, sorry, I had to walk away. I missed that. What's going on?
No, I'm just saying you're gonna.
I'm not
gonna put all your shit out there,
bro. Read what's on the screen.
Oh,
let's go.
Someone read that out loud, please. I'm trying to chomp. I'm sorry.
I own a place in Hurstville. Have at it. Let's put a bench in.
Let's do it, y'all. Squirrel Girl. If anybody can reach out to Squirrel Girl and let her know we got a place for your bench, please, please, y'all. Let's collectively do some good for Kylie Rodney. Let's get this girl.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Yeah, tell me what I need to share. I'll share it on my channel.
Please.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Yep. Please. Tell us what we got to do, how we can collectively get people together. Squirrel Girl, if you want your bench placed, baby, we got a spot for you right there in Hurstville.
CB, you can contact Shan at her email.
Yes.
I'll post it.
Please do. Oh, blessings. Oh, God is good, y'all. See how it's working out? See how it's see God in motion? See what he's doing for Kylie? Even he knows something's wrong. Sunflower, what's happening, girl? You gotta connect a mic or something. Anything.
Just anything.
Oh, I found it. Okay, she good. All right, babe. I'm gonna leave that up on screen. God, that's beautiful. Bless that. Yes, look at all this praise. Look at God good in this chat room.
Because I'm
Oh,
just
that's a
thankful you're here.
wonderful idea on screen.
Yes. Let's do it. Let's make it happen.
Let's do it.
I would
Herstel.
love to be part of that.
I can tell you about Herstel. I like when people ask questions that I could have answers to. Herstel is an area off of 89 between Prosser Creek Reservoir and Boca Reservoir that is also Herstel RV Park / deli gas station is right there, kind of Herstel.
Yep.
That's a little they name all their little areas, little regions. Yes.
It's sad we live on the other coast and we probably know how to drive around Truckee with our eyes closed.
Yep, gone for long walks. Oh, what? Sunflower's having a problem.
Oh no.
But yeah, let's make this happen. What's Crane saying up in here? Crane, you should hop up here if you have free time.
Now that we're listening to this,
we haven't bid anybody yet.
I just want to let you guys know I didn't want to say Megan's daughter's name. I did that on purpose.
You're respectful, and I love you.
Oh, we know that.
Just FYI for people, they're like, "Why aren't you just calling her out?" Like, hold on, because that's when she gets defensive and angry, and that's not what I wanted.
Yeah.
Well, and you were also respectful to Megan and not calling out her name and saying the caller.
Right. Just so y'all know, there's a reason why I do things the way I do things.
And I respect you, babe. I commend you. You're beautiful. I love when the teacher's teaching. I listen. Sometimes. Snacks. I'm sorry.
ASMR.
Like sometimes Ara gotta snap me with that ruler, but I kind of like it. I'm not gonna lie. I like when she corrects me. I like that we are responsible for what we put out there, you know? And like I'm not embarrassed of anything that I've put out. I'm not embarrassed of my channel by any means. I'm pretty proud of my channel actually and all my squirrels.
Now we all just have different personalities and we do things for Kylie in different ways.
We do.
But we come together and we work together.
Yes, as a collective. And this is the movement I'm making for us, with us. Yeah, Herstel is where the fake Kylie picture.
I was just getting ready to say.
Yeah, Herstel is where they're saying not Kylie's photo was taken of a photo of a surveillance video. It's weird. That's weird. That's so weird to say. A picture of a surveillance. That alone should. Where's the no flags on a play? Like we need like a football. Somebody throw them flags out. I'm gonna start a soundboard.
Some red flags.
Yeah. Ugh.
And like talking and answering questions. So you're gonna disclose what you want to, but like your relationship with like Sammy is through, you know, a certain
my daughter.
Yes. Dude. Okay. I didn't want to say that.
Yeah. No. It's. Are you kidding? It's out there. He already knows. Daisy Cole is my daughter.
I don't know that, and I'm not gonna assume that.
So no, I don't know. Oh, so she's your daughter?
My daughter is Daisy Cole, which was best friends in 2020 with Sam. At the time, Daisy was already in college when this party happened, but 2 years prior, they were best friends. My son that is looking for me right now and trying to find me also graduated with Sam. So yes, I've known Sam for approximately since we moved here in 2016. And since I moved back to Truckee, I was born in Truckee, left for 15 years, and then had my family, did my thing, and then came back after a family death. That's why I'm back in Truckee. And that's how I met Sam.
So I just want to know if this fight shit is real. I think that there was because you remember when we talked about Fight Club?
I mentioned it a long time. They mentioned it a long time ago. I haven't heard that in a long time, but I do remember. They did have what they were doing, and I guess it's called Fight Club. I don't know any. That's the name. You're right. I forgot about that. That they had. They have fake.
She guessed it's the right answer right away. That's weird.
fights where they kind of jazz each other up and kind of punch each other when they're getting drunk, have fun at a party. They have boxing gloves. And no one gets hurt. It's not a fist fight. It's not like, mean. They're just playing around and having fun. And they set up fights between.
You might be protecting your kids from hurting each other, but you guys are literally hurting your children by letting them go to public federal properties and indulge in playful fights, drinking, and drugging. And ain't nobody looking at that for what it is. Why are you guys not throwing these at your homes where kids aren't going to drink and drive, or a responsible adult? Like, you're literally letting these kids just do whatever the fuck they want. And it's your problem that you allow this to happen. Yours. These kids aren't out of control. It's a parent problem. It's a truckie problem. It's been going on for 20 years. You wonder why your children are influenced the way that they are and that they're out there partying at 16, 17, 18 years old. It's because you let it happen. You let it happen. But there are some parents out there, like Kate's parents. I commend them because they know that they have what they worked so hard for their lives and their futures and for their children's futures, that they're not out there letting these kids participate in illicit activities that it will tarnish your child, it will tarnish your family, and it will tarnish your town. Watching these people be ashamed of the death of Kylie Rodney has me so fucking sideways. And the more that this continues to happen, like, the more I'm just going to keep talking about it. We're here for Kylie, y'all.
So
Couple of people.
So it's like a tickle fight.
A tickle fight?
It gets heated at times. It's usually two guys or.
All right, you said a tickle fight, girl. I love you. I love you. I love you
well,
so
because
much.
she said no one gets hurt. Everyone's having fun. Like, okay, so you're tickling each other? What are you doing?
Like, shoot, I know when I was younger, we used to tickle each other till we peed our pants. But I have a feeling that ain't the type of fights that's going on there, because I've seen videos and it doesn't look good. They're like, nobody hits each other in the face while they're hitting each other in the face. It's crazy ass shit, dude. Truckanese.
It's two girls. I don't know. I've only, this is all I know. It's usually two guys or two girls and they fight and they have boxing gloves. They just kind of mess around.
Maybe it was like pillow fights.
Well, did we lose Shan again?
I was over here talking and I was muted. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yep, no, we good.
Okay.
Yep, I was talking. It's cool. I ain't repeating it. Let's keep going.
I don't think it's anything more than like wiffle ball bat kind of playing with each other. Like, that's all it is. It's not meant to hurt anybody.
Hey, y'all remember that mention of them bats at the party?
Yes, I do.
Remember them yellow bats? Kids are... Oh, Megan.
Can someone get hurt at a friendly fight? That's my whole point.
Look,
hello.
They're friendly fights, but they're literally hitting each other with their bare hands with gloves and wiffle ball bats. You ever been got a lick by one of them bitches? Because they hurt. It's enough to knock you the fuck out. It's enough to make you stumble, fumble, and fall in a hole and make people think that you're drunk and not concussed. Friendly fights. Tragic accident. Did Kylie Rodney get knocked in the fucking head and started falling in a hole and nobody did nothing about it? Because doesn't Sammy say in her interview that I just played, doesn't she say that if something happens, somebody's there, like a referee or whatever?
Her exact words are, if someone gets hurt, we have someone on them.
Thank you. That's exactly what it, thank you. Quotes. Was she concussed and fell in a hole and ain't no, like, was she so scared that she didn't know her friend would do that to her, that she was questioning who's really my friend at this party? Because right now it's a big scary party and now even my own friends are hitting me. That's weird. I don't know. Just questions. I don't know. Questions.
It's not meant to beat up anybody. It's just meant for fun at a party. That's all it is.
But that's the thing, is it might not be meant for that, but some people fuck up and do dumb shit. You know? Tragic accident. Here she's painting the tragic accident. Let's listen to it.
Gloves. They just kind of mess. Forgot about that. That they had they have fake fights where they kind of jazz each other up and kind of punch each other when they get drunk, have fun at a party. They have boxing gloves. And no one gets hurt. It's not a fist fight. It's not like, mean. They're just playing around and having fun. That's what, and they set up fights between a couple of people.
So it's like a tickle fight.
Okay, was this tragic accident that they were play fighting and Kylie Rodney got hit with something that knocked her the fuck out? It's a real question. Somebody please answer that for me. Make it make sense.
It would basically, it gets heated at times. It's usually two guys or, it's two girls. I don't know. I've only, this is all I know. It's usually two guys or two girls and they fight and they have boxing gloves. They just kind of mess around. I don't think it's anything more than like wiffle ball bat kind of playing with each other. Like that's all it is. It's not meant to hurt anybody. It's not meant to.
But that's the thing, okay, Megan, you weren't there. Okay, I don't believe Megan was there. Could she have gone there after work because she does clean a lot? Stop there and help clean up? It's possible. Okay, what I'm focused on is who was at that party at the moment of the fights and why we're not talking about the fights, because law enforcement has surveillance or whatever footage, camera footage from somebody's phone enough to say that Kylie Rodney's wearing an Odd Future hoodie. Just make it make sense, y'all. Did somebody knock Kylie out and she didn't come back too? It's a legit question. Tragic accident that y'all lied about and covered up. And you wonder why we're so angry.
To beat up anybody, it's just meant for fun at a party. That's all it is.
Look, I'm going to share something with you, Megs. And you hate me or whatever. I'm just going to share something very important to me. And how you're going to take it is how you're going to take it. But I am, from everything that I've heard and read, and to this day, Kylie and Sammy had a fight. I believe it with my entire heart.
I asked Sam Sam that question. I really do need to find those text messages. I asked Sam that question. I believe she said in the text message there was no fight. There was nothing like that. That they were perfectly fine. That they were going back and forth to the car. I'm trying to remember exact words without seeing it. That they were going back and forth to the car. She did not come home wet, because that was another question everybody thought of first that was debunked right away or something. And then because I asked her about it, and she said that they were going back and forth and charging their cars and charging their vapes and getting Trulies from the car. Sam said that they were never had any.
All right, we're going to pause this because White Rain just said something that, yes. Okay. One hit in the nose can ram your bone right into your brain if you hit somebody hard enough.
True story.
Okay. And in that picture, Kylie Rodney looks like she was in a fight and someone taped her up a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
Because they take care of people that are in brutal fights. Did you really take care of it? Is that's what you call taking care of it? Is that picture?
Problems that night. That's all. Now, could Sam have lied to me? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Do I know everything? Nope.
Okay. I also have documented, I'm trying to put it all together, where she says, did I know Sam was lying to me? No. Has Sam lied to me? Yes. Over and over. One, she goes into detail about what Sam lied to her about. So if Sam is capable of lying to you once, honey, she's capable enough to lie to you. I'm not saying that she purposely and maliciously killed. Nobody, I don't think murder was ever the case here. Manslaughter? Maybe. But what you guys fail to realize is something happened to Kylie Rodney that night. And whether you did or didn't call 911, you guys painted her and her death as something it's not. And it's sickening.
So take that as you may.
No, I mean, I just wanted to tell you my opinion.
Yeah.
Have you ever met this Kylie girl?
Nope.
You ever seen her?
Nope.
Sheesh.
Which that also doesn't make sense, because all these kids know each other and they go to school with each other and they hang out with each other. You're telling me these kids ain't been at your house? You're telling me you just let your kids roam to other people's houses and you don't let them kids there? It's just weird. It's odd. I have questions.
I just wanted to tell you what I thought because that's a theory that I hold very close to my heart.
There was
because
the
that's
only
what
and then Sam did say, Sam did say that there was someone on the phone and she didn't when she called and talked to someone, I don't know, she said someone said that they had Kylie's keys and that they said that's great. So I don't know if that's where there was an issue with keys. I just know someone said that someone said she has her keys. But Sam never told me who that someone was. But someone said she had her keys. So I don't know if she was trying to get her keys, if that's what they were talking about. I don't know. I have no idea. So I don't know anything about a fight that night. Nothing between Sammy or Kylie. I don't know anything about it.
Okay. All right, I know I have it somewhere, but yes, okay. So I have an audio recording. I can't remember if it's in the long drive with Megan or where it is, but it's there, and I will come across it because I'm going through everything right now. Like it's been a headache, it's been anxiety inducing. Like I'm gonna take one for the team. I'm gonna put it all together. There is an audio recording of her where she says, like straight out, that somebody took or. I'm going to watch how I word this. I'm going to keep saying it. Somebody took Kylie's keys and Kylie flipped the fuck out because somebody wouldn't give her keys back and thus caused a dispute. Where that goes from there, I don't fucking know, but I know what's been said, and it just needs pieced together to make a timeline make sense for Kylie Rodney. We have questions.
Would you agree? And if not, I just would love to see where this stuff is. But would you agree that there is nothing on the internet that is indicating full proof on any of this?
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Ain't that crazy?
Oh, yeah. I mean, because I think that because you guys have like this is what I keep we keep kind of coming back to is that
who wants to talk more about the car keys? Because I do. Anybody on panel? Does everybody fall asleep on me? These bitches fall asleep. I was gonna say, these bitches always falling asleep on me.
I want to know. I do. Mm-hmm. Is that significant? The keys?
Yeah. I think the keys are very significant. That's why they were looking for the purple keychain that goes along with them. Because it has been confirmed that the car that she has is not a push start.
So she would have had a key.
Yes, the keys are fucking important. The keys are super important. Two things. For DNA of whose hands were on those keys. And also, if they were put in the ignition the night of the 5th going into 6th, that can prove, without a doubt, that Kylie Rodney drove herself into that water. Because I'm betting you if you track her like GPS, like they did in the Murdaugh case, that it doesn't align with her car going in the water, does it? Show me that it does. I would like to see that it does. I'm not entitled to it, no. But I think them keys, the necklace that got snatched, because there's proof of that out there too. Someone snatched someone's keys and, the purse, That's weird, huh?
Yep.
What was it? Snatch keys and chain? Something about a purse? I can't quote it.
Does that mean that, what I was assuming was that Sammy wanted to leave after listening to Ickmill stuff. I think I did it here on this live. That maybe Sammy, Kylie wanted to leave, but Sammy didn't. Sammy wanted to stay longer, and Kylie was supposed to be Sammy's DD. But then Kylie messaged mom at 11:30 to tell her, hey, I'm going to be home a little later. But Sammy was probably still not ready to go. And then maybe Sammy took Kylie's keys from her so they wouldn't leave. And maybe an altercation happened there.
There you go.
And something bad happened to Kylie and then, the rest.
And the thing of it is we can't even prove, maybe unless somebody else's GPS or their phone can corroborate and make it make sense, if Kylie Rodney even really made that text to her mom that night.
Yeah.
I'm just going off of the information that we were given, and
That
that's
is,
how I'm
I
creating.
know, and that's the thing is like the timeline here. Okay, let's just look at 11 to 11:30 right here of what we just talked about. Okay, 11 o'clock, they are in their car charging the phones, talking about Kylie texting her mom to ask for a little bit more time to stay there. Okay, so somewhere between 11 p.m. on August 5th, Kylie was good enough in that moment to be a designated driver, but between that and 11:30 of that text going to her mom, either Kylie was looking for more time because something was blocked. Is that a story? Is the blocked thingy a story? I don't know. I don't believe that cam footage, though. I don't buy that fucking cam footage for 1 fucking second.
no. It was manipulated.
Yes. And there's proof in the footer alone. The original date of that footage is not August 5th nor 6th. Not.
Not to mention also, it was not put out by anybody official.
No. SF inserted into the narrative from probably DX, The Mystery, and STEM KB. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know where it came from. All I know is it inserted. And now, again, because people have inserted things into the narrative, people are looking at them. You did this to yourself, SF. And I'm not trying to be smart with him. I have questions for him. Like maybe he was trying to look into Kylie's murder. But my questions for him is like, why would you ask for gate entry when you're not a licensed private investigator? Like, I have a lot of questions for a lot of people, and a lot of people feel intimidated by me. I have nothing to be intimidated by. Trust me. I'm a very nice person. I try to not fire shots. I might make jokes here and there. But yeah, I have no malicious intent. I just want to know about the keys, the necklace, and her phone, and why they were more important. And it's clear to see to all of y'all that those were more important than Kylie Rodney.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have somebody that is still 9 months later bringing those same things up. Tell us more, Megan and Ara and Upchurch.
Kylie was a minor. Even though she graduated 2 years early, she was still a minor, and they don't have to put anything out that they don't want to. So yeah, I agree. It's crazy.
For sure.
I agree. It's crazy, but that would be a reasoning why.
Yeah. I just don't know why they'd be like, hey guys, do y'all know any of these answers? And it's like, well, you're not really helping us find the answers because we don't really know anything. So it's like, they know no one's going to know as they ask them. So it's kind of like redundant, you know?
Yep.
Well, thank you for putting me in my place.
You're fine. I told you to breathe. You were good.
Do you know that SF investigates guy?
No, but I apparently know, I've heard that I know him very well, but I've never met him either. I've never met any. People have said that like I was debunking everything he did. I don't know. I was not privy to anything to do with him.
Do you know the Ikemel dude?
No, that was the first person I talked to on the phone. Okay, hold on. Braden.
He was a lot of first peoples.
It's straight that way, right across the street. You can't miss it. Just drive that way and find my fucking car.
Cool.
Sorry. That's my son. I'm sorry. My son is driving me nuts.
Why would you tell people that?
I know.
Is the first person you talked to.
God damn, Megan.
Yeah, and the only reason I knew the only reason I knew who Ikmail was is because he somehow came up on my Facebook because I had subscribed at that time to missing Kylie Rodney missing like persons, threads, and he was doing a live on it, and they were taking questions, and so I just happened to call in because I was working today, and so I had like 8 phone calls into him at the time because I was trying to just tell them what I knew at the time from Sam. So that's how I met Ikmail. I'm not, and that's all I know. And everybody
Sam knows him too.
I don't know that Sam ever had an interview with Ikmail.
The only reason
I know she had with
the only
Tony
reason
Tony
I'm
Dodge.
curious is because it seems like everyone that was around this or knows anything about this, all for some reason went to that guy first.
That was my fault because I had said to them because that's all I had known at the time, and I knew Tony. When I say known, it's all I had seen. I didn't know anything about true crime people at the time. Didn't really know anything about them, and so and when I was on Ikmail's, like when I was looking at Ikmail's thing, and I went up like on that area of YouTube, that's how I saw Tony Dodge. So when I talked to Sam, I said it seems like these two people are picking it up. And maybe you want to have, that's who you should do an interview with. Other than that.
You told Sammy that.
Yeah.
So
I didn't know who they were.
About them.
Yeah. She didn't know who they were either. Yeah.
Mm.
It was literally standing in the parking lot. And I said, these two creators have picked it up if you wanted to get it up. And she's like, okay. And I walked away. That's all I do.
Right. That's interesting.
Okay. So Megan was trying to get Kylie's story out there too.
Girl?
Nope.
Do you hear what I'm saying? I don't know.
What?
That if Megan was the one that encouraged Sammy to go and speak about Kylie, then at some point she wanted it out there and to help.
Yeah, but that's the weird thing about it, honey. Like the clips that I'm gonna put, like it's nuts, okay? And I know everybody has heard them before. Where Megan literally says she asked questions to Tony Dodge, okay, to him. And they were the same questions that Tony Dodge asked that Sammy already knew the answers to. That's weird to me. Like there's so many statements made that I like so many questions. But I do see, I see, like, there's so many points of this that I see that my head's spinning, but I'm going to try to stay focused. I'm thankful because I have so many people with voices and minds of balance. I just got squirrels. Hell of them.
I'm still...
I'm just trying to put, I'm trying to, thank you, Meg, for answering these questions.
Thank you. But I'm still here stuck at the fucking end of the fucking night.
Mm-hmm. Well, see, that's the thing. Like, a lot of people, like, I know a lot of the things I said were, they were.
I saw everything.
A lot of this
just
stuff.
Try to critically think, dude. It's fine. You don't have to answer for you giving a shit about something.
Oh no, I'm not. I'm actually was gonna say that when you actually look at everything, there's nothing. It's literally a circle.
Yep.
Because if you watch, like the Nick guy, when you watch his interview, he literally says, "Oh, well, this either happened the day before or after." It's
like people know things, but not anything.
Yeah, it's like, well, no shit, before or after, like, what the heck?
There are no answers, and that's what bothers me, that there are no answers.
Yeah. It's like they thought nobody would look for answers, and when they did, they were like, oh shit, we have to come up with some answers.
And then they're not real answers. Welcome to the hamster wheel.
Yeah.
And that's why I think you left this shit. Because it turned into, like, it's a lot.
It's
But like, can we not know what the fuck happened to Kylie?
No,
what the fuck happened at the end of this fucking party? Is what I'm
nothing,
wondering.
because there's not even a proof of the beginning of the party.
I can't argue with you there, man.
And look, remember Zanime? I seen a beautiful Mexican party. It's like, oh, did you? Well, did you get it with your GoPro? Because you got everything else except for that.
Yeah,
literally.
If that was the most beautiful thing you've seen, why don't you take a fucking picture of it?
Right, that's true.
Right? No picture, like literally, they were drinking cactus juice or some crazy shit, weren't they? No, I don't know. Zanime said a lot too. She's another one I focus on. She don't like it. That's why she tried to strike my shit down. I don't care. I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna stop talking about all these people that surrounded themselves around the Kylie Rodney case. I don't have to. People can be intimidated by that. I don't claim to know it all. I don't. I got a lot of information. It's a heavy. What I'm trying to explain to you that you guys are taking, I think, out of the wrong context, is I know a lot, and what I do know is very fucking heavy. I don't know it all. People prove me wrong all day long, and I love it.
And you also have to look at who's not talking to who. No, because you know, very simple things can be overcomplicated if they're overcomplicated on purpose, just so you don't see the simplicity of it. You know,
accidentally on purpose.
How do you mean?
It's
like
it's very simple.
For instance, someone could fall and scrape their knee, right? Well, once you text two people about it and then call another person, they already think you got your damn leg amputated. And they're like, holy shit.
Yeah, by the end of the story, by the time it makes its way down the line, yeah, by then you got dragged and run over by a truck and like they don't know how many days you have left to live and shit, bro. Okay. But the crucial thing is here is there is 1 degree of separation with Megan Cole. 1. What I tell you is third-rate knowledge. Like this right here, though, no, that's direct knowledge. She seems to know a lot.
And then they see you, they're like, oh, you still have your leg. It's like, oh, yeah, I was lying about, you know, not having a leg. I was dramatizing everything.
Yes.
So you'd think it was worse.
That's what you call a tragedy pimp. I'm not over-dramatizing anything. This one here, though, I can't say the same for. I don't know. Just tell the truth, Megan.
Oh, you're talking about like what she was talking about, like taking pictures and then falling down the thing where she was explaining this whole.
Oh, no. I just mean like people, if people have something to hide, they overcomplicate it. That's what criminals do.
Yes.
Like, they overcomplicate things so you don't figure out what they did.
Yes.
I see. So then why can't we just know what happened?
It's literally as simple as where's her phone? Who took her keys or where were her keys? And the jewelry and who was around her in the time frame that Kylie Rodney went missing or drove herself into water. Or I don't know. That's what you want to focus on. And that's what we're doing.
Happened at the end of this fucking party.
Because nothing happened. It was never a thing.
So like the party didn't happen?
No.
So then what happened to her?
Well, I can say
Who
this,
is it?
and I will say this.
Yeah, Megan, say
I will say this, and take it how you may. I heard recently, my daughter actually said it, that she was somewhere, and her friend said, I haven't seen my sweatshirt, and it was not the sweatshirt that Kylie was wearing at all. Just another sweatshirt. He goes, I haven't seen it. It's been at my buddy's house since the Rodney party. So the teens call it the Rodney party. That's what they refer to it as now.
Wait a minute. Nobody talks about Kylie Rodney, but they're calling the Donner party. What happened there? The Rodney party? What happened there?
Party.
Oh, man. Oh, dun, dun, dun.
Yep.
Wow. Let's say that again. Oh, yeah. Outdoors.
That Kylie was wearing at all. Just another sweatshirt. He goes, I haven't seen it. It's been at my buddy's house since the Rodney party. So the teens call it the Rodney party. That's what they refer to it as now. This was 2 or 3 months.
Look, my conspiracy mentality says that they eat her, but I know they didn't. Like, there are a lot of conspiracy theories about her case. But the fact that they call it the Rodney party, yes, thank you, Outdoorsy.
I put something in the back chat at
Yes,
some
ma'am.
point. Check it out later.
Months ago when my daughter was here visiting. So, because she went out with Sam. So, I don't know what part that plays into it or anything else, but if that helps you, let you know, there has to have been a party because my daughter came home and said someone left their sweatshirt or what. I don't know. I don't even know why it came up, but she said that it was. I don't know. It wasn't. It was. It was 6 months
like
later.
if you think about a sweatshirt is something that is very non-important.
No, well, no, that's what I'm saying. It was like they were talking, like someone, because he makes sweatshirts. I guess that's why I should. Maybe that's why he said it, is because he makes brands. He makes his own brand sweatshirts.
Who is he?
My daughter's friend. My daughter's friend. A friend. He has a clothing line. He has a clothing line. I'm not giving his name. I don't want to give his name. That's why I'm saying friend of a friend. A friend of a friend of a friend. I don't know his name, and I think I know his name, but I don't know his name. Like, I don't want to say it because he's not.
I think what? But you know his name. This is so weird, y'all.
I don't know his name, and I think I know his name, but I don't know his name. Like, I don't want to say it because he's not.
Just say you don't want to say it. Don't say all those extra things. This is why we listen to 8 hours of 8 minutes of information. Just say what you mean and mean what you say. Stop doing this. I tried to give you a platform where you literally were so comfortable that you were talking so freely about Kylie Rodney. And
like it's nighttime, it's daytime, it's, you know what I mean? It's always both.
Anyway, all I know is the team.
Literally, it's always both. Have I not been saying this the whole time? Like, I think this is why. Like, I hear Ryan. I hear a lot of the shit he's saying. Like, it's literally 2 or 3 narratives all at the same time. And you wonder why we call it truckanese or word salad. Because these same groups of people do it. They do it. Is it part of the cover-up? I don't fucking know. Somebody tell me.
Let's call it the Rodney party from last year.
Wow, that's so sad.
We need a picture of it.
I could probably say that Ryan Upchurch wants a picture of it, and maybe Sammy will give me a picture of the party. But I have not talked to Sam in.
Did she really just kind of chuckle about it and think that it's funny, like that we have to call it the Rodney party? Like, just put a fucking bench out there for her. Like, this is nonsense, y'all.
Couple of months. So
it's October.
Well, that's right. Well, okay, October. Yeah, couple of months. I haven't talked to her since Halloween.
Wait, she hasn't talked to her since Halloween? Oh, dun dun dun.
How come your son or your daughter didn't go to this party? Just out of curiosity.
My daughter was in Boise at a concert.
Cool. Then leave her alone.
I thought she was already went to college. No.
Yeah, she was in Boise State at a concert, and she was going to Boise State University. So she left.
Okay, there y'all heard it. Okay, Daisy Cole was not in Truckee. She's not the one. Stop looking at her, please. There is a reason why I took my video down asking who that girl is, because I already know that Daisy Cole was not at this party. Megan, please stop bringing your daughter into this. For the sake of your daughter, stop.
To go to college, and she moved from Truckee to there.
Oh, okay. Do you know?
So that's why she couldn't have been at the party.
Guy?
Say that again?
Do you know about the Nick guy?
No, I don't know. I don't know anything about him. I heard about him later.
Do you know anything about Ohio?
Nope.
He said,
I'm trying to think of good questions.
Me too. It's so hard.
You would know.
Well, okay, look. Thanks.
Yeah, they're destroying me in chat, but I don't care.
Oh, shit. There's a chat? Where's the chat at?
Let me see that tea. Let me see that tea.
Oh, what the heck? There is a chat. Oh my gosh. Sorry.
You're on a YouTube live, Ryan. You know this. You know how this works.
No, I got my StreamYard pulled up. I forgot. I totally forgot.
Well, so do I, but I can still see it. But regardless, I'm not paying attention to. I am. I'm reading it, but at the same time, I'm just trying to figure out the best. Like, I don't even know what honestly, dude, I'm gonna be honest right here. I don't even know what the fuck. It's like, oh god.
You just gotta.
All right. With that said, there is like an hour left of this. I don't have it in me tonight. We've been live for 2.5 hours, 3 hours. I just want to go chill on Discord and talk amongst my friends about some things. What I will do, and it's not something normal that I do, but tomorrow I will come back with another live and we will finish the rest of this video.
I was feeling how you're feeling right now. It was like intermission time for me.
Yeah. Like,
I bet
I
you
was,
were.
I was like, okay, I don't even know anymore.
And people don't realize like the long lives in themselves are exhausting.
Yes.
Like they literally are. And that's why I've been trying to limit my lives. Like I want to keep them under 3 hours to keep people engaged with Kylie and the discussions and the questions and the answers that we one day hope to have for her.
Yes.
Yes. I don't personally know Kylie Rodney, but her story and the community outreach that people asked for Kylie Rodney, this is real life, y'all. There is a true crime community for a reason, y'all. There is a reason why so many of us look at this case and we see the problems within it and the questions that should be answered.
Shan, is it okay if you share the link to this in case people want to watch it on their own later?
Hell yeah.
I
Watch
can't,
it
but
on your own.
if anybody wants to, because
Yeah.
it's a long live, you're
I got
going to
you,
need a
girl.
break too.
It is. Like, and that's the thing is like, I've been doing like, I bounce around. Like I have to go from working on a video to talking to somebody in chat to talking in Discord, back to another video, gathering information, looking at the information I already have, searching keywords. Like I'm constantly doing something, all while still trying to be a single mother. I don't make money off this. What do I make? 40 cents a day? Wow. I'm not here. I'm not here to profit off of Kylie Rodney. I'm here to find truth, ask questions, and get this little girl some justice. She deserves that much on her name and on God.
You're damn right she does.
Yes, she does.
Say it louder for the people in the back.
You're damn right she does.
That's right.
That's the only reason I'm doing it this way. I've been following
Kylie
this
Mae Rodney.
since August the 11th. Been following this, going live, talking about it. I'm invested.
Yes.
I have
I'm not gonna
questions.
stop.
We all are.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, we didn't just. I personally didn't just jump into this randomly. It's been an investment for me. It's just everything, like intellectually and emotionally.
Yeah. Yes.
This is a little girl that took our hearts.
Yes.
We don't know her, but you know what? We at least can empathize.
Yes.
With her, and that to me, that's everything. Because if you cannot empathize or put yourself in somebody else's shoes, things like that, with the loss of a young person in the community, no, that's not right.
Well, for me being a music teacher, when I saw her playing that little fiddle and singing,
Yes.
that I was
Yes.
I was gone. I was dead. That was it.
Yes.
She owned me.
And so much talent. So much talent.
Absolutely.
And it's
I
such
think
a
Kylie
waste.
Mae Rodney sold a whole lot more hearts than those people will ever imagine or know.
And that's the thing is there are people that do care about Kylie Rodney that they're so scared to just come forward and say what happened to her. And I get that. I get that. It must suck to live in fear. But what I won't do myself is live in fear.
Me either, Sam. Me
Because
either.
I'm saying her name and I'm being a voice for the voiceless and because I'm basing my opinion and I'm asking the hard questions.
Yes.
Yep.
And I don't know what it is and why people are trying to stop this collective of people and having a discussion, but it's not going to stop us anymore.
I don't get that either. I don't know why people want us to shut up. It's not right.
Yeah, they come in hoping that will shut down our lives or that they'll cause such a distraction that we'll stop talking about Kylie. Like it's weird as fuck.
I mean, we're not hurting anybody.
No,
No.
I'm not
hurts
doxing
people is when they attack us and then we feel we have to defend ourselves.
And it's not even defending. We feel like we have to take our time from trying to get the truth on Kylie, that we have to tell our own truth. And like that's what's what's sad. It's like I shouldn't have to come up on my channel, drag in drama about shit you're doing and making my life hell. And you're over
Right.
your fucking rocks off on it because you're targeting a group of people that identify as squirrels. Okay. You've dug in my life so deep that you literally went on a hate rant calling me a dyke.
Yep.
It's not personal for me. You can call me a dyke. You can say I put things out on the internet. No, everything I put on the internet, everybody sees. All my friends see. All my friends can back me. My friends know my character. My supporters know my character. Everybody knows that I'm here for Kylie, not me. I'll defend myself all day long. But I'm here for Kylie. And that's it. And you guys are making it so personal. It's not about you. It's about Kylie. It's about these people that inserted themselves into her case. And continue making threats to insert themselves into a case. Would I love to be able to ask Megan Cole questions? Yeah, but we can't do that because she always starts popping off some fucking personal shit. It ain't nothing personal, Megan. I got questions. The fact that these people, and I want to stop saying these people. Like, there's so many things that I want to correct about myself. You know what I mean? Certain people.
We're all working on ourselves.
Took part in this. You know what I mean? How instead of just you're telling people, ask me direct questions. When they ask you direct questions, like you take offense to them. Just because it's you got a problem.
Yeah. And if you're hitting too close to home, that's when you're every cunt licking piece of shit there is.
She said.
She said it. I heard it.
Because that's what they do.
Tell me how you really feel, Steph. I love you.
I will real soon, Shan. Real soon.
I want to have a platform collectively where anybody feels comfortable enough to coming into my chat and stating their opinion. I don't care if your opinion's completely against my opinion. Like,
remember, Shan, I have that video of the cunt licking shit.
I know, and I do too, honey. I do too. And what she said was a hate crime, and I want her to stop making the threats. Megan, you're not going to sue anybody. Okay,
And
you're
that
not.
intimidation crap.
And that's the thing is these people that for whatever reason they have a problem with me talking about Kylie Rodney, or they're there to protect Megan. Like, you literally are doing so many criminal things on your own. Like, just stop caring about what I'm doing and talking about. Like, you should be asking yourself why you're putting all that negative energy into me when you could be putting that energy into your channel and talking about the cases you're demanding I talk about. Go talk about them then.
I have a question for, the puppy squad or whatever you all call them. We all call them.
There's so many names for them. It's fucking weird.
But whatever.
It's fucking weird.
They want to protect her so bad. And we're the bad people for, putting out what she's already put out.
Yeah, I'm literally
Why are they coming down so hard on us for only repeating what she's already said?
Yes, it's weird. When they should, as her friends, be giving her legal counsel of how they can get her the fuck off the internet and go to that private life she never really had since the day she inserted herself here and teach her how to live a private, healthy, productive life. If she wants to go on her YouTube channel and talk about whatever she wants and then fall asleep and people hang out with her for 8 hours while she's snoring, that's on them. But what I'm not going to do is have a group of people that claim that they're doing so good in the world do such negative things towards a specific group of people. You guys say our names all day long. Squirrel, that's Shanda. And then you make up names and keep doing that. That shit don't bother me. Don't bother me all day long. What bothers me is the fact that you're doing the things that you're accusing me of. It needs to stop. Go worry about what you're doing. Worry about your channels. Worry about how you're going to grow your channels. Worry about your family. Worry about Megan Cole. I'm worried about her too. I think the way that Ara does what she does people should be telling her she's doing it the right way. I would
Want to know
love.
what I'm worried about, Shan?
What's that?
All these teenagers, all these adults that are holding all this crap in. How many of especially the teenagers, are going to suffer so bad that they turn to drugs and everything else that you can possibly think of just to numb what they feel?
Yeah.
How many?
Yep. Amen. Amen to that. There's so many awesome comments. Like, I cannot wait to reread all my comments in here, because you guys are just beautiful people, beautiful souls. You guys are entitled to your opinion. Your opinion is safe here. Safe here. I don't care if your opinion is opposite of mine, agrees with mine, one of these things, but one of these things don't agree with me. That's not what matters. What matters is that we're talking about Kylie Rodney. That's what matters to me. If you're going to come in my channel and make it personal, you will get banned. That's it.
We don't need any personal crap, just Kylie.
Aw.
Amen.
Yeah. And that's the thing. My personal life is for me to put out there. I don't care if you guys dig stuff up on me, because I really don't have anything to hide. I'm not ashamed of the life I've lived.
Me either.
But what I won't have happen to me or find any honor in is silence.
No.
Nope.
Silence is going to hurt in the long run.
Yep.
Something tragic happened to Kylie Rodney, and nobody wants to answer. We have parents telling their kids don't talk about it. We have kids that are lying about it. We have, you know what I mean? It's the narratives that are there. All we're doing is just ripping it to shreds. And it's not we're ripping Kylie Rodney to shreds. We are doing Kylie what law enforcement should be doing. And I'm not saying law enforcement isn't doing their job. Maybe they are, but I have no proof of that. There's reasons why I move on from cases. Like Letitia's case, Gannon. What happened to poor baby Gannon? Gannon just got his closure today. Now we can focus on honoring his legacy. That is all anybody that dies deserves.
Yep.
Correct.
That is all. One thing Jagger posted once, and I know he did it on that one account, is what does justice for Kylie look like to you? To me, it's honoring her. Honoring her. That's my final answer. I'm going to hop off here. I love you all.
Love you all.
Thank you for the many blessings you guys bring into my life.
Thanks everybody for being here.
To have you guys here with me talking about Kylie Rodney.
Sorry it took me so long to get up here.
It's okay. I'm going to hop back on here. Same time tomorrow. We're going to finish this discussion because I want to keep talking about Kylie Rodney.
All
I
right.
miss coming on here and talking about her for a couple hours every day. There's some days I'm not going to be able to be here, but I want to try if I have the time, if being a mom permits, like I want to be here and talking about Kylie. Even if talking about her is nothing but questions.
Yeah.
She deserves answers, and she deserves the honor and her death, not silence. I love you all. God bless.
Love you.
Thank you for tuning in, chat. Thank you to all my mods. Thank you to all of you folk that come up on my panels. I love you guys. Stay blessed.
Love you guys.
Love you all.